Hey, Pappy, come on up.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Pappy. We are here. I wonder if I need to put the link again. I I think it changes.
I don't know. It let me up.
Yeah, and I was wondering about that because um, no one's ever come up before.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of sitting here going, well, she's got the link. I'll try it. If she's not there, then I'll get back down.
Yep.
I know
Uh,
Gigi on Gigi's, we used to always go up ahead of time.
yeah, I know, and that's what I wasn't sure how to do that. Hey, Bryson,
Hi, Bryson.
how you doing? Um, yeah, I had a busy day today. Met the guy with the building, and then visited with my mom and my brother,
Mm-hmm.
and my mom's all, we need to go to a lawyer before you go spending all this money. And I said, good idea.
Yeah.
And so, but I didn't get to ride the motorcycle today. And I said, don't sell it till I get to ride it. And she said, don't worry, it's not going anywhere soon. I said, okay. And tomorrow we take my brother back to the airport, and he goes
Ah,
back to good old California.
whereabouts does he live in California?
He is up above San Francisco, um, not as far up as Robert, but
Okay. Doesn't mean anything to me, actually, but whatever. Well, is he
he's
in
like,
like the fire zone or anything like that?
there was a fire that they were getting smoked out. Uh, they don't have air conditioning,
Mm-hmm.
and so they have their windows open. And he said the house was filling up with smoke, so they'd shut the windows, and then they'd be baking, and they'd open them back up again. And I'm like, he said they had fans going, and yeah, I kept asking him, is your house in danger?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you should go and stay somewhere for a few days, maybe? Nope. He's too cheap for that.
Yeah. Sometimes they are, right?
Yes. It's funny what he'll waste money on. And
Yeah.
hey, Robert, I mean, even when we have bad weather, um, if it's like really bad, but because they'll usually show you if there's like circular motions, or they'll give us tornado warnings. And I tell the girls, are you all ready to head to the motel? Because we can do this.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, no, we should be okay. And so I sit here and do a lot of praying
Mm-hmm.
because in a double wide mobile home, that's not where you want to be in a tornado.
No.
No,
Hello,
not where I
Robert.
want to be.
Come on up.
There's not too many places to hide
Nope.
because mine's really wide open, like no doorways to stand in or any of that.
Mm. Are you in like a trailer park?
No,
No.
no, um, well, some may call it that. It's a subdivision, and there's a lot of mobile homes in here, so I
Huh?
guess you could call it that.
Hi,
But
everybody.
Hey, how you doing,
hi,
Robert?
Robert.
Good. I'm still, I'm still, I'm still
Yeah,
simmering on what.
we
Pappy had a good show at Heather and Jeff's.
I was watching. I just saw a little bit of the first part, and so I'm gonna have to go back and watch the rest of it.
It was
I was in an
It's-
appointment during. I had 2 appointments during her show.
the whole
Yeah,
show.
but it was.
It took on a life of its own. It just evolved. You know,
It always does.
turned out good. It was a really good show.
That's good. Those are the ones I like. The unexpected. It's not
So-
the same thing over and over, and you
Oh,
take
guess what?
something away from it.
Guess who I talked to today?
Who?
Canine Dogma.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's cool too, man. I hope he
Is
comes
he?
up here. Yeah, he's cool. He
Awesome.
told me some real cool. He's a touch. He'll touch you, man. He knows he knows what he's doing. That's cool. That's why I said, bring your singing bowls up here, brother. Play them
Yeah.
all day here, in the woods. That's cool. Yeah, I called him just before. Then we got to talking. I was like, oh man, it's almost time to go into Liberty. We just kept talking.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Those are the good chats.
yeah, good people like him. You know what I mean? Good people like him, hardworking and stuff.
Yeah.
Living in that city crap. Yeah, if you want to get up, come on up here. You know,
Mm.
just relax.
Is he in California too?
Yeah, down by LA.
I was gonna say he's down by LA, isn't he?
Yep.
It seems like I remember him saying that.
Yeah,
I don't know where I saw him saying that.
I don't know. Maybe in Heather's. When was that? The other day? Yeah, I think it was at Heather's. Wait a minute. Yeah, the end of Heather's.
I'll be right back.
He
Okay.
came on. I think he came on panel, didn't he? I think so.
Today?
Yeah, the other day he came on panel.
Oh, okay.
It got really cold here.
Was he on the outdoors? Maybe that's where I saw him.
I don't know.
No?
He's got funky work hours. He's working 7 days a week now.
Oh, wow.
So
How cold is it there?
I don't know, but it's, you see your breath. Kind of
Oh.
windy. Kind of
Yeah.
windy. And not like Dorinda, though.
Yeah.
What do I do now?
I bet it's not as cold as it is up by you, though.
I don't know what the temp is. Let me check.
It's chilly.
It's just 62 here, but it's cold for me.
Not too bad.
No.
I think it's maybe 40.
It'll take a couple
40,
minutes for it to load.
Probably upper 40s here. But
Yeah.
the wind's blowing.
Yeah, that makes it bad. Wind and rain makes it colder.
Got my heater going.
Yep.
It is 52 and feels like 48 here.
Wow.
What to say?
Yeah,
So it's not too bad.
that's not as cold as I thought it would be up there.
No, I thought it would be colder too. Where's Pappy
Hello,
tonight?
Anna.
He's
Anna's not up here. Jeff and
No.
Heather's not here. Come on, kids.
Happy's in chat, but 42 and dropping. Clear night, so it's gonna get colder. Yep.
Hey, I fed I was running low on that suet feed for the birds. I got off the chair, put the chair away, came, and I was still wiping my hands off from that crap on it, right?
Uh huh.
The birds are already on it.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't even sit down yet.
Yeah.
I could hear him chirping. I was like, I told Corlin, I said, I think he's going to get his family. Sure enough, they all just showed up and just had a ball.
Yeah.
But Pappy, you always got such interesting things to say.
Yes, he does.
We love to hear you talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on up and spread some of that knowledge. Don't take that. You can't take that with you. You need to give us some.
So I tried that share button to see what it would do, and it will only share videos
Mm.
or share screen. So I don't know how people show pictures. I don't know.
They,
I don't know.
I think Liberty copies it, whatever it is, to his email, emails it to himself, and then somehow can bring it up that way. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I think I see how you do it. There's a little square. There's a square that doesn't have nothing, and then there's a square that has people beside it. So it's probably one of those.
Mm. Maybe.
Hey, my sister contacted me today.
Nice.
Not good.
Oh.
The medical people.
Uh-huh.
I think it's January 4th. If you don't get it, they're going to call it a voluntary resignation. And I said bullshit.
Oh.
You push them to the point where they say you can't come here no more.
Yeah.
Once they say that, then I told her, don't even wait for that. Just start lawyering up right now with whoever you can get on your side. Y'all go talk to a lawyer together. Do it together.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, in Ontario, our premier came out and said that the healthcare workers will not be made to have a mandatory vax.
Oh, wow.
I don't see how they can get rid. I don't get this, man. You're telling me you're already done shutting down the firemen, so now you're gonna shut down the police. Now you're gonna shut down the medical industry. You're gonna shut the oil down. Time to raise some hell. These people are they're enemies. Period.
Yes.
They're fucked. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
If I had an enemy, that's how my enemy would treat me. Really.
Okay, Pappy. Yes. So what do we do? It's like our hands are tied.
We say no and push back.
All the time. I always do.
Yeah.
You stand up, say no, and push back.
Oh, didn't you see the sign on the store? On the store door? I'm not here to read. I'm here to shop.
Right?
God. People, I'm telling you.
At least Texas is fighting. And so we're being sued because we're fighting. But that's okay. We have every reason to fight.
That is correct.
Yep.
We all have a reason to fight.
Yes. And yeah.
I freaked my husband out one day. I said, I will not be someone's slave. He goes, that's really good. And I looked at him and I said, and I will not be someone's meal. And he looked at me like I was out of my mind. And I looked at him and I said, I am being very fucking honest.
Yeah.
And then I said I wanted him to teach me how to shoot his gun.
Cool.
And he hasn't taught me how to shoot his gun yet.
I was gonna say, and then what'd he say?
He kind of probably thought I was just kidding.
Yeah.
And then he went and did his gun checks or whatever and shoot his gun off and whatever. And the second time he went, I gave him shit. I said, why didn't you get me up to go with you to shoot the gun? Because I asked you to teach me how to shoot the damn gun. He looked at me and he goes, I thought you were kidding. I said, no, I'm serious.
Yep.
He goes, honey, you've been married to me for 30 some years now, and now you want to learn how to shoot the gun? He goes, I think your podcasts are fucking up your brain. I said, nope. I said, I just want to be able to defend myself.
Yeah.
Yep. Being around. I don't know how to use these things in
Well,
case you're not around.
he works out of town for a week, and then he's home for a week.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. For your own safety.
Yeah. I said, we don't know what the hell is going to happen in this world.
Yeah. We'll just put it to him like, okay, imagine this scenario. Somebody's trying to break into the house. I'm here by myself.
Well, he knows my daughter could shoot, but, you know, I don't know how to shoot. I'd use the gun as a bat.
Okay, she ran to the store and you're there alone. Wouldn't he rather you know what you're doing than get it and
I'd use something else.
blow yourself up or whatever?
No, I'd use something else. I'd hurt the person anyway.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. Don't piss me off, buddy.
Keep you a baseball bat by the door or something.
I have one right by the door in the living room.
There you go.
So I just have to run, grab it, and smack people.
Yeah.
But if I get mad and I see red, I probably won't even need the baseball bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I have a little bit of a temper when I get mad.
They'll either be running or on the floor.
They'll be on the floor. And then they'll be zip tied before the cops get here.
Yep.
Hands
There
and
you
feet.
go.
And then I'll be standing there with my foot on his fucking head. I won! Fuck you, you asshole! Boom, boom! Yeah, I can see that happening. And he can see it happening.
Yeah. Yep. I always keep zip ties on hand.
Well, I have a shit ton up in the craft room.
Yeah.
And I have some in the dresser right by the front door, so I'm good.
Good.
Have you heard from Gigi?
Not since the other night.
Me either.
I can message her again, see how she is.
You kind of have to speak to her first. Yeah.
Well, my husband's group got a deer today.
Awesome.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I looked it up to see what we're allowed because they were saying in Louisiana they get 6, and I was like, I don't think we get that many, and we don't. We get 2 bucks and 3 doe.
Hmm.
But still, that's enough deer to. Yeah, that's a lot of deer.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
There must be all kinds of them. Overpopulated.
Yes, definitely.
I said, hello, Robert, Bonnie, and I are just checking on you. She hasn't written me back yet because I just sent it.
Okay.
Thank you. I know. I thought she would at least come over here once in a while.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
But I think she's just staying away from the whole internet thing.
Yeah.
Must
But she did say she was trying to find a place in the house to have her show, so
Set up. Yeah.
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I'll be back again.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and me and my gas station guy today got into it. We were raising all kinds of hell and shit.
Here's Pappy. Hello, Pappy.
And we were like, he was like, I'm not getting that crap. And I said, right on, brother. We didn't even care if there were people in there.
Yeah.
Yep, you know, if you don't care for the group that you walk into, you leave footprints leaving it. That's probably the most way to get a good peace of mind, you know.
Yo,
It's beyond me where we're at. It's just beyond me.
yeah.
And
Who was? Hey, somebody was talking about that where people come. I watched these people pull up at Tractor Supply, mind you, with their face diapers on, got out of the car with them on, shuffled around, went inside, and then came back out and face diapers on, got back in the car, took off.
And drove away with the face diapers on, right?
Right? Yep. We were talking about that the
Stupid
other
fucking
night.
people.
It just happened today.
yeah.
Like, wow, we just talked about that. There you go.
You know, it shows how many people can really get scared with
Right.
what they hear. You know, that
Yeah.
everything outside of their door is a threat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, some people really feed right into that, and if anything, it just gives them a little bit of security. That's all. I mean, we know scientifically the effectiveness of that stuff is absolutely zero. You know,
Yeah.
if you think those face masks are effective, put one on and then walk into a dairy farm and tell me if you can smell anything.
Right.
Yes.
They don't get it. Oh yeah, and the same people probably go home from the store there and then go home and put their mask down on the kitchen table.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I keep on. Explain.
I just leave mine in my vehicle.
That's where I leave mine too. If I need it, you know, if I see that it, you know, I'm going to have it if I go, you know, but the only place that I need to use it is when I go into the doctor's office. You can't get in there for a doctor's appointment unless you're wearing one, you know, and that's just everywhere and any place, any medical facility, any place, you know.
Yeah,
Other
no,
than that,
I have to wear them at work, so
yeah, the workers here at the Walmarts have to also.
Yeah.
Weird.
That's in the beginning. One of my friends snuck me a N95, and she said, "And you leave it on your dashboard because the sun kills whatever." And I was like, "Okay." So I did that, but I never really went in anywhere anyway, except for the doctor, and I didn't wear one then because they were so locked down. There wasn't anybody getting in there sick. They wouldn't let sick people in the doctor.
Yeah.
When it first started.
Yes.
When it first started, I walked into this gas station. I knew everybody in there. I walked into this gas station, and I said, "Hey, I found this on the ground. It looks pretty clean. Is this one okay?"
Well, you know, I always look on the upside of everything. You know,
Yeah.
I don't really mind going out if and wear the mask. You know why? first off, I don't have to shave if I don't want to, and second off, I don't even have to put my damn teeth in.
Right. That's
There
right.
you go.
You don't have to trim your mustache or nothing. Just go.
That's right.
Yep.
Let the soup hanger, let the soup strainer just sit there all dirty.
Yep.
You know,
I
I
like my
was
little-
kind of surprised I didn't see any coffee filters with elastic sewn to them.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they were using everything else.
I seen a lady at Walmart at the beginning with a pair of underwear as a mask.
No way. Oh, no.
And I was like, I hope they're clean underwear. That's all I could think.
I'm surprised that they can keep them in the ladies' department.
Yeah.
I actually saw it was either a YouTube clip or something. It was taken by a store security video camera, and it was in a foreign country, but they had the mask mandate, and the woman got so angry she took off her own underwear and put them on her face.
Oh, no.
My
I think I
goodness.
saw that one too.
Well, you know, I mean, probably the upside of that is that anybody that watched her do that probably didn't get anywhere close to her while she was shopping.
Yep.
That's one way to distance yourself.
Good Lord.
How's Bryson doing tonight? Right, we got Bryson in the house tonight.
Yeah.
The what?
Bryson,
I asked him how he was doing, but he didn't answer.
your special boy.
Yeah. So what are you up to, Shane?
Come on up, Shane.
Come on up for a minute.
Yeah.
I gotta write Liz tonight. I got trigger happy tonight.
Ah.
Yeah.
So
Did
what kind of
you?
lists you got to write?
What?
You said you were going to write lists tonight. What kind of lists?
No,
I
Liz.
gotta
Oh.
write Liz. And then she
Yeah.
all I do is text Liz, and then she relays it to Tracy.
Oh, really?
I noticed them two guys were blocked on all channels except the new one.
Huh.
So they got in there and said, "You seen them, Bonnie?" They got in there and started saying crap.
Trouble, mayhem, chaos, not necessarily in that order. Well, you come up and chat about it. We'll let you vent.
Oh, I thought you said cops. Not necessarily in that order. Come on up,
Maybe
Shane.
talking about Here.
Tell us your problems. I hope he stabilizes, man.
He seems to be doing okay, though.
Glad I do.
Yeah. I think he's
He looked
doing
good
better.
on Liberty tonight.
He did the
Yep.
same thing I did. So I got off of him. And then when I noticed something was wrong with me, it was real bad.
In a minute. Okay. Well, wait a minute.
Are you outside, Bonnie, now?
No, somebody else has nice wind chimes.
Well,
Robert,
lucky Robert.
how's your sweetheart?
Seems getting better.
Is she good?
Yeah. I don't know what. She's mad more than anything. I never went to a dentist in had such pain and then get sick on top of it. What'd they do to me? She's gonna
Yeah.
call her old dentist
Well,
just to see, like see if it's normal.
I've had them
She-
give me a really bad gum infection at a dentist. I don't know if it was the tools they used or what happened, but I went back to the dentist and I said, something's wrong. And he said, you're fine. They're going to just be tender for a few days. And I was like, I don't think it's just that. And so then as it kept getting worse, I went to the doctor and he said, he gave you a heck of an infection. And I was like, oh, that's nice.
Wow.
Put me on antibiotics.
Wow. I want that. I'm glad mine are gone, man. I don't have to deal with that stuff. I'm so
Yeah,
tired of so
Well,
tired of it.
I'm at the point right now where I have to glue my top teeth together because they're all loose,
Uh-oh.
and I've already lost 2, and I only have 4 left. And the roots are still in my mouth. They didn't take my roots out.
I have a couple of those, but they didn't take them. They just went.
I thought I had the
Yeah,
world
I
by
had
the
one.
I thought I had the
You
world by the I thought I had everything made in my life when I was in Colorado. I was working for the dentist.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Did all the work, and then he says, "You know what? Did you know your teeth are fractured?" And I was like, "Well, I used to fight for a living, you know. I imagine they are." So I ended up taking them all out after all that work.
All at once.
Oh well, I think he did the tops and then he did the bottoms.
Oh, okay.
Did he make you a nice set of teeth to go in your mouth or what?
Yeah, but I couldn't. I was running a salvage yard, so I'm always dealing and talking, and I couldn't talk. It would make me gag.
Mm.
There he is.
Hey, Shane.
How are y'all?
Not too bad. How are you doing tonight?
Good.
Just peachy.
There's a young man.
Well, you looked really good up on Liberty tonight.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
That wasn't a bad night. It was a pretty good night, I thought.
Yes.
Got the
Until they
numbers back.
started saying that 2-year-olds had to have the vax, then we kind of lost it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we kind of lost it over a few things.
No,
Yeah,
that was
there's-
the thing that got me.
There's some of that crap out
Yeah.
there that people need their head examined
Yeah.
with a 2x4.
Yep.
Getting out of hand. As we were saying, it's getting beyond stupid.
Oh, it's been way beyond stupid ever since, I'd say January 20.
But 2 weeks after.
Yeah.
We're gonna shut you down for 2 weeks. Okay. It's what,
Yeah.
over 2 years now.
Yeah, almost.
Jeez.
No, I don't know. I think it started November 3rd.
Yeah, that ain't no kidding.
I like
Kept
model
going
community.
down.
No one here complies. Nobody. Walk in. It's normal. People
That's good.
people call it California. Shit. Don't be talking. I'm good here. I'm good. My people are good. That's all I care about, man.
Southern California, I think, is where the worst ones are.
Yeah. Anywhere. Well, yeah. Anywhere south of me, man. Look at Deanna. She's going through hell. But
Where is she at?
Humboldt.
she lives where there's.
Well, I know.
That's
How
where the.
far, Robert, how far south of you is she? Did I lose you, Robert?
Robert.
Everybody's froze.
No, just you.
Jump out and come back in. I'll let you back in.
Well, if he thinks everybody's frozen, he probably can't hear us.
Oh,
Yeah, it did start getting glitchy there.
yeah.
Well, did you get to sit down with your daughter and your son and talk to them, Bonnie?
Yes, and I met with the man with the building and talked to my mom and brother, and so the first thing my mom wants to do is us go to a lawyer before I spend anything. And then then it's one or the other. Either I'm getting the building or moving the house. But kind of need to sell this to get what we want out there. So it's probably going to be that.
Okay.
I think
All
that's
right.
what everybody's agreeing. And we know it's going to be expensive, but
Yeah, and you're going to live in some.
mom's doing
Do what?
pretty good right now, so there's no reason for me to be out there really quick. And
Right.
and the travel trailer is going to get fixed. They jump started it with the battery today, or with the jumper cables on the battery, and everything worked except for the air. So she's going to go ahead and still take it in, get it checked out, and I still need to find an electrician.
Sounds fun.
I think keeps me busy.
Power flickered for a minute, knocked my Wi-Fi out.
I really,
My question, Robert, was how far are you north of Deanna?
yeah.
Hour and 15.
That ain't bad.
Oops, now we lost Happy.
You know, we lost Pappy now.
Oh, yeah.
There he is.
I don't
So
like
what was your mayhem, chaos, and trouble today, Shane?
There he is.
Well,
Okay.
Bonnie says, "What am I up to?" I said, "Trouble, mayhem, and chaos," but not necessarily in that order.
Ah, okay.
That's usually every day.
Hey Shane, you wouldn't want to go there anyway, man. It's like the town square they call it.
Mhm.
Nothing but tweakers and bums, man. It's really
I have no intentions of going there.
no overpriced weed, tweakers, bums, passers through. It's
I
weird
don't
place.
think I've ever really desired to go to California, to be honest with you. I never have. And I don't want to go to Washington State because hell, all it does is rain there.
Yep.
And Oregon's,
Yep.
just kind of trapped in the middle, just taking whatever they get. I just have no desire to go to the West Coast.
I saw all of South Coast. There's only a couple spots like Monterey. If you ever get to California, down that way, go to Monterey. Up this way, the whole coast is cool.
Close I've been to California I was out in Laughlin, Nevada, and I was about 2.5 hours away
Yep.
to the closest place to California.
Yep.
That's close I've ever been. They said, "Let's run over there." I said, "I ain't going."
In Lake Tahoe, you know how they talk about Lake Tahoe?
Uh-huh.
It is
Yep.
shitty too. It's just casinos and workers.
There's people trying to get me to go out there last year or the year before to Lake Tahoe, and I just had no use. I had no desire.
No. You can't swim in it. You can't even go
Is
into your knee. If you go up to your knees are going to start getting numb. That's how cold it is in the summer. You can't
Yep.
even go in the lake, man.
Is that where
Yep.
the skiing is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
they got-
Okay.
that's my friend's backyard, actually.
Yeah, that's why my brother goes there.
Yeah, Heavenly Valley. My friend lives right there.
Before his accident, he was, well, back around college. He was training for the Olympics.
Oh, shit.
A while there for downhill skiing.
Well, I just thought I'd jump on a minute. I'm not staying long. I'm fixing to smoke a little bit more of this cigarette, and I'm going to twist off, go find something to eat, and go to bed. Yeah, this time change has got me screwed up.
Yeah, my dogs they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, this morning I did not want to get up. No, yesterday morning, sorry. I did not want to get up. I could not believe that I went to bed early, had that extra hour's sleep, and I'm like, I don't want to get fucking up. And I had
Not too
such a
much.
headache. I had such a headache, I just called in sick, took a freaking pain pill and went back to bed. Said, fuck this shit. I slept for like 5 hours.
That's,
Wow. I have been running all day. It's good. But I didn't get to ride the daggum motorcycle.
Try for the best.
Next,
Is your mom going to take you for a ride or are you going to ride it?
I'm driving it.
Oh, okay.
I
When you
don't
mentioned
trust
it
her
earlier, I thought your
anymore.
mom was going to take you.
No. I won't even ride in a vehicle with her anymore. Not with her driving, anyway. Nope. The only thing I'm worried about is the hill. Getting down the hill. I'll be on the brake all the way. But once I get down the hill, it's easy going.
Just leave it in first gear. That'll help keep you slow.
She's windy here.
Yep. Yeah. Pappy's having internet issues now, too.
These, I don't know what's going to happen down here in the street here, man. You ever heard of that? What's that called? Sierra Nevada Redwood Preservation, whatever the outfit it is.
Yes.
They bought a lot down here that was supposed to be a home, but they bought the land instead, just to preserve it, and then they give it to the state. Well, they got those alder trees. Now they're like teepee poles, except they're 30, 40 feet high now. They're leaning over the road. What's on the other side? The power lines. I'm telling you,
Uh-oh.
it's stupid. It's so stupid here. If they fall and I come out and I can't go down the road, I don't give a hell if the state likes it or these weirdo tree huggers like it. I'm gonna run it back up here and I'm gonna get my chainsaw in my truck and I'm gonna cut the firewood. I don't care what they say.
That's what I was going to say. Grab the chainsaw.
That's the state's property. Well, son, I'm the state. Nice to meet you. Go about
I'm
your
helping you. I'm helping you clear this road.
Exactly. Yep.
This is humanitarian,
Right. Yep.
and this is my pay for doing it.
You're right.
I pay my share of this state, and
I should
that's
take.
what I'm doing.
You don't believe me? I got proof. There's a massive tree down where it snapped the lines. They cut the bushes out of the road, so the stump is like, this is a massive, massive tree. It's cut off right by the road edge, and they just tossed it to the side and put the wire back up. The tree's still laying there, man.
Oh my goodness.
And there's, that's enough firewood to heat a house for a week. Oh, you just leave it laying.
So
No, that's working out well for you guys, huh? Unreal, man.
It's more of
So
that
with
forest
Caltrans,
management.
I would get livid. I'm not kidding you. If I got approached, I'd get livid. Dude, I live here. You don't. You know? Get out of my neighborhood, man. We got this.
does Caltrans maintain your roads?
Not this one.
Like, would they be the ones to clear that?
Not this one
No.
right here.
Oh.
197 they do, but not the little road to get up in here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna have to go find something to eat. I'm getting hungry. So
All right.
I'll
Well, have a
I'll
good
talk-
snack and have a good sleep, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow.
All right. Have a good
All
night.
right.
Try to eat
All right.
earlier.
Love you, Bill.
Do what, honey?
Try to eat earlier. It's not good
Well,
for
I
you to
did.
eat and go to bed.
Right.
Well, it's just gonna
Oh,
be a
okay.
snack tonight. So,
Okay.
but when you're hungry, you're
Yeah, I'll
hungry.
put you in Mama.
Did you
Need to be-
stabilize? Did
Oh,
you
he's gonna go have some crackers and peanut butter.
Jane, did you stabilize? Did you stabilize?
Kinda, yeah.
That's cool. Good.
It's getting better. No, I had peanut butter and crackers for my snack earlier.
Oh,
Now you're in the same truck I am. We can't stop this stuff now no more. We got to stay on the medical.
Well, I found some stuff that's natural. I'm going to switch over to.
Be
I
careful.
got to do a little more research, but it's the same thing I went on last time. Then I got off of them, and that was stupid.
Yeah.
So I should have
need to
stayed on
quit.
that natural shit. I was good.
Yeah.
So
All right. Good night.
Did you teach your nephew how to cook?
do what?
You need. Did you teach your nephew how to cook? You need to cook.
You got to have to teach him every day. It's just like an etch a sketch every morning when it gets up.
I never heard that. That's a good one.
You just start all over.
That's good.
I'm
I tried
sorry.
to teach him to cook a little bit. He does a little bit okay, but yeah, I usually do most of my cooking, but here lately I've got kind of lazy, but you know, it is what it is. I'll go back to cooking.
I know.
I'm ready for some good meals.
That's
Order
it.
out all these to-go specials, you know, out of all these restaurants, and
That's what they make a slow cooker for us older guys.
that's it.
I got
That's
a
it.
Nice.
brisket cooking right now.
Yeah, roaster oven and a slow cooker. Yep.
Yep.
So
Throw everything
right.
in that pot and let it just simmer.
yep, you can throw the toughest piece of meat you want in a slow cooker and throw it in there and marinate it. Walk away for 6 hours with it on 200. Come back. You got to get a spoon to scoop that meat out of there. It'll fall apart.
Yes.
I scorched mine on the grill this time, and then I put it in the slow cooker.
Keep it from falling apart is bad.
I'll just try. I'm just trying something new.
Yeah, it gives it a nice flavor.
Yeah, I hope so.
It does.
Cool.
All right, y'all have a good evening.
You too.
Take care, Shane.
take care, Shane.
All right,
Love you.
thank you.
Glad he's doing better.
Yes.
That's cool.
He's a sweetie.
Anna, you're next.
Come on up. She said she was cooking earlier, so maybe she's done cooking now.
Unreal. I text Jeff.
Anna
Jeff and Heather and
Marie.
said,
I love her name. Anna Marie.
Are you on your computer, Bonnie?
Yes.
But you can use your phone to text Jeff and Heather. Say, where are you?
Yes, I can.
Cool. They told me they were on their way. They're coming to meet me here.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Hmm.
My chair over here.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
You know what sucks? We finally
Everything.
we finally know people in Canada. If I could go up there and do some fishing, and you can't go. Such a life.
Yep.
Wow. That is crazy. Yeah, I moved. Well, I'm pretty close to the border. I need to find somebody on the west coast of Canada.
I'm pretty happy with the fishing in Texas.
Oh, you
It
got
wouldn't bother me a bit not to leave Texas for anything.
plus you can go ocean fishing if you wanted to. Huh? Are you close to the
We've
ocean?
got it all.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm about 3 hours from the ocean. We've got rivers, we've got lakes, we've got
Shit, that's not bad.
it all. My favorite place to go at the ocean is where the Colorado River comes out into the ocean. And the town is called Matagorda.
Oh, yeah.
And so we always get a beach house on the river. And all the beach houses along the river have docks for night fishing with the cleaning station and everything and the lights. It's just perfect.
Okay, Jeff and Heather, if you're listening, I'm ready. I'm ready for the card tonight. I'll shuffle. All I gotta do is make a pile.
You see what Pappy said?
No one knows what they're doing. That's funny. Kids.
Yeah. And there she is, Anna.
Hello.
Hi. How are you doing tonight?
All right.
Good.
I was making homemade shrimp noodle salad.
Oh, yum. Can you send some of that to Shane?
I would if I could.
Oh,
He was my
no. I
neighbor.
told him you
Walk-
need to quit.
I like cooking.
I don't know about mailing anything like that. I've mailed
No, I wouldn't.
chocolate chip cookies and fudge and stuff to Sweden, and it takes a month for anything to get to Sweden.
Oh, wow.
But they said it tasted like I just made it, so I was like, okay, cool, we can do this. As soon
Well-
as I baked it, I put them in the freezer and let them freeze real good, and then I shipped them. And I shipped them during the winter, so I was hoping it was colder that way.
Well, when I heard Mike on Liberty Warrior talk about cheese and how he has to have cheese, and I'm like, I know how that goes. So I was
Yeah.
like, I'll tell him about my favorite cheese factory around here because you can mail order from there. So, and
Yeah.
they have a lot of varieties of it. They make really good cheese.
I
So,
think my mother orders cheese from up there. And there's a restaurant that they always go to when they go. Oh, what is it called? Y'all would probably know it. It's like an old timey with the. Seems like it even has the music thing on the end of the table.
I don't
I
know.
cannot remember the name of it.
You mean like a jukebox?
Yeah, them little jukeboxes.
Yeah, the little bitty ones that they used to have back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Anna, you're
Yeah?
talking about Highway 45 the other night.
Yeah.
You take that road north to Wittenberg. You get to Wittenberg and it heads off and does a zigzag to Anigo. Or no, there's a bypass now. But you get on the
Are
old
you-
40, right? You get on the old 45 and it goes to
Yeah.
the left. And there's a smokehouse on the right hand side. It's called Newski's. That
Yeah,
is the best smoked bacon in the world, man.
I take trips up there, or I used to take trips up there, but now the stores down here all have their stuff in it.
Newski's?
So I don't have to go all the way up there anymore.
Oh, you lucky, man. My mom used to bring that to me. I would freeze that. You take one strip of bacon and stick in a turkey or a chicken. It's like the $90 birds, man. That stuff is intense.
Yeah, they have different wood that they use on
Yeah.
some of them too, but
Yeah,
they've gotten really big.
man. When I was there,
I like what Pappy said.
it's
We're a
$8.
bouquet.
It's $8 a pound.
Ours is still relatively like under $4 most of the time. You
Oh,
can
I'm
get
talking.
some for under $4.
We're talking shit 15 years ago, but it's the best smoked bacon you'll ever taste, man.
Now the they have those casino bus tours that go from casino to casino,
Yeah.
and Nutski's is one of the stopping points for all these people to go shop.
Once you had
I'm
it, man, you it's addicting, man. I'm telling you.
Yep.
My
That
mom would
sounds
bring it.
like the way Whittington is here.
My mom would bring me a couple packs of bacon, and I would freeze it, and just use one strip of bacon at a time for each chicken or turkey.
Well, you know, places like that know how to package that stuff so that they can sell it to or send it to you too.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
You
about
know.
Yeah,
it. I'm
ours does shipping all over the United States.
I'm looking for a maple syrup connection.
Ah, I used
Yeah.
to make maple syrup. I know that whole procedure.
Me too, man. I used to haul milk cans full to
Me too.
Sugar Shack.
Yeah,
Bush.
me too. Yep.
Yeah.
I make my own maple syrup. Probably not like y'all do.
I can't find them.
There's, you know what? And that's funny. I always, for years, people go, let's go to the bar in Sugar Bush. I'm like, that's too far. Well, they were talking about Sugar Bush where I live.
Right. Yeah.
The one by New London.
Yeah. You know where I've been. Yeah, you know. Hey, one time, me and my friend were, the boss gave us the truck and all the milk cans, and we're headed to Sugar Bush. We looked in the back, and there was 11 cans at 2,000. They paid 2,000 a milk can. We had 22 grand worth of syrup in the back of the truck.
He must have had some light syrup then, because they grade it by color.
Yeah, this guy was. What did we do? 1,100 trees tapped. Tigerton, really?
Well, you know, I found out the secret to having the lighter colored syrup is not that you don't keep adding to your syrup and cooking it off. You cook off a batch, and that's the way you do it. You cook off a batch at a time. You don't keep adding to it. That's where you get the dark syrup. When you keep adding to it.
You haven't seen our cooker guy. That sucker, he could stay up 3 nights in a row, and never sleep. He'd be there day, night, and then he'd be gone for a minute. Then he's back 3 more days and 3 more nights nonstop. That dude was crazy.
Well, that shanty that my father-in-law had built way back when, he used to work for the 4-wheel drive that makes Seagrave now. So he made a great big steel cooker because he was a welder there. And he had a great big giant steel, stainless steel, that we would put it in, and then a copper coil that would go down in, and it would heat it before it would actually hit the pan. So he had a really good system rigged there, you know, and I got to learn to test it and all that stuff. I just loved that time of year.
Yeah. That's when I knew I got myself into a bad situation. I was hired to do the cows, right? now you got maple syrup. You got I used to grade what do they call it? The seed oats. Yeah, I'd have to what do you call that? I'd have to run them through a mill to get the
Oh,
big oat
thank you,
seeds
Pat.
just for seed. I'm like, man, come on, what else do we got to do? Well, once you start cooking maple syrup, you're gonna need firewood. So all us hired guys would be out in the woods getting firewood to cook the maple syrup. That's nonstop. Nonstop.
Yep. Well, that's also what we did was we had our wood shack built right onto the maple syrup thing. So all our firewood was also up there too, you know, so it was real convenient that way. Everything that we wanted to use, we'd move forward to the area where the maple syrup cooker was and stuff like that. And then we'd switch it out as to what had to dry at what time of the year, you know.
This guy, he had a tractor with a trailer with a big cattle water tank with a sealed top, and then the filter. That's where everybody poured their buckets out of the trees. You know? And the sugar shack was kind of low, so then the tractor would come up, and he would hook on. Once that tank got full, he would hook the hose to the sugar shack because it was lower, so the cooking pan was gravity fed by the trailer outside.
Have you seen where they tap those trees on hills and gravity feed?
Yeah. Our drill was on a chainsaw. Wing. One person put the peel. One person drill a hole. One person put the peel in. The other person put the spout in. And the next person come along, put the bag on.
We used buckets.
Moving, man, moving.
Yeah. It's a lot of
Yeah.
work.
Well, y'all are talking totally different.
Pardon?
Totally different. Y'all are talking totally different than what I do. You do the real deal.
You women know those things. You know them you make candy with when that little bobber's in there. That's all they do with maple syrup. The same thing. Once
When you make caramel.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Temperature thing or something. I don't know what it is. Sugar.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
there's like a float thing that you put in there that tells how thick it is or whatever. When you put that in there, it lets you know just that it's done enough, you know.
Pull it.
Then there's big felt filters that you filter it all through too.
That's cool. That dude made some. That was just
we would strain ours through a stainless steel thing like they used to use to fill the bulk tanks, where you put that little paper filter in it, so that would go and clean into where it would go down into the cooker, and then after it cooked, we would have to run it through that felt filter thing.
carrying buckets.
And it would get any crystallization and everything out of it too.
That's how my shoulders got so big and my neck muscles. All in buckets. 6-gallon buckets, not 5-gallon buckets.
Yeah.
When buckets ran out, you use bags.
It's like too much work.
There's a lot of people around here that sell that stuff. I'll try to remember that in the spring for you, Robert.
Oops, I'm sorry, Gabby. I'm paying attention.
It's $14 for a little bitty bottle here. You know?
I'm just.
Yeah, we'll try it again and see if it
Finger
holds.
off. Sorry about that.
Hey, Robert, how far are you from the Sequoia National Forest?
I'm not sure. That's Yosemite. Yosemite area, towards the Yosemite area.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's around Yosemite.
I was
I'm
just
just
watching a
yeah, it's
video
just
about it.
yeah. I think they're kind of the same, but except redwoods are just right here. Yeah, I've been to Yosemite twice. That's what I should have told Shane. If you ever get, yeah, you want to go see something really spectacular, is go to Yosemite. Anybody wants to see California, that's where you go. You have a lot of money. When you get up there, the gas is like probably right now. I don't know. I was probably about close to $10 right now.
Wow.
But when you
I
stay,
don't think we ever did that.
when you go to Yosemite, you go down the main drag, you pull off, you look up, and there's El Capitan standing there. That's Grandfather Rock, man. That is wow. It's tall. That place will blow your mind.
Hi, Lisa.
Hello, Lisa.
I
Hi,
lived
Lisa.
in San Francisco till I was 5, and I don't remember a whole lot of it. I remember there was a real windy red brick road with flowers,
Yep.
and I remember the earthquakes. Didn't like the earthquakes. I remember the old cars.
We ain't had one of them in a while.
Yeah.
Hey, we had one
But I don't.
when I first moved here. It almost threw me out the bed. It was like, "Welcome back, Robert."
Yeah.
I always figured if I was ever able to make a trip out there, that's when it would fall off the map. That's just the kind of luck I would have.
See, I put
Well,
some.
I've always told,
So
sorry.
Robert's saying, don't ever come and visit.
I always told my brother, "What are you gonna do to get back to land when you fall off?"
I got a
He
kayak.
just laughed.
I got a kayak.
Hadn't happened yet. It's probably not gonna.
Yep. Earthquakes scared me when I was in my 20s. But after that one, I said, "Too bad. I'm not scared no more. I'm here for the ride." Whatever.
Alaska has them bad too, and
It's kind
They're
of
so
bouncing
thriving.
around the topic tonight, Lisa.
Yeah.
We were talking about maple syrup earlier, and it just goes from there.
Right now we're in earthquakes.
Now they're on earthquakes.
Put your seatbelt on.
And then we were talking about sending Shane food.
Yeah.
Yep. If you want to come up and talk about whatever, you're more than welcome.
Oh yeah, Lisa, come on up. I've seen her on. She's been on panel before.
What monkey's video? Lisa?
Who's monkey?
Oh,
It's
monkey.
the band
Monkey ward.
from the 60s.
Oh, okay.
Just talk about,
I have no idea.
Are you talking about Monkey Works monkey?
must be.
Oh, maybe she's talking about Monkey Works.
Yeah.
I thought she was talking about the band. Damn.
Good during the.
Hey, we're the monkeys. People say we're moving around.
Yep.
Too busy singing to bring anybody down.
Maybe they had a live feed from Congress or something. There's a bunch of monkeys up there.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, she's talking about Monkey Works.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lisa.
Yeah, he's talking about
I
a
have
new spy
never-
plane, some kind of a spy craft that's up at 85,000 feet that they're tracking.
Mm.
Ah.
Oh.
I hope it's the aliens coming down to clean house.
Really.
Yeah.
That'd be,
Something
yeah.
needs to. Anything.
Hey, Pappy, I talked to Canine today on the phone.
Oh yeah,
He heals with the singing bowls.
with the what?
With the singing bowls?
Oh, the singing bowls. Yeah.
Yeah, he told me a story. I was like, dude, that's a trip. He's like, that's just one story. I was like, wow, dude, that is so cool. He's on it, man. He's on it. He's hooked up. He is. I hope to meet him. Really.
Okay, Lisa, we'll be waiting for you. I'll
You
be
know, that
watching for
story-
you.
You know, that story of the singing bowls almost runs parallel to the crystal skulls that they've been finding around the world. You know,
Oh, it does, huh?
the big chunks of crystal that are carved like skulls. There's supposed to be like 5 of them or something.
Yeah. And together they do something.
Oh my
Right? Legend is?
Oh, I thought you were talking about a booze that
No.
comes in crystal skull head bottles. So hey, what the hell?
Mm.
See what happens when you leave for a minute and you come back into a conversation?
Yo.
Crystal skulls. Oh, booze. Okay, I know what you're talking about. No.
Felt like an
Again, I
earthquake.
screwed it up. Sorry.
That's the feeling when you have an earthquake.
Well, one thing I found
What does
one
that
thing I found out about Bonnie's chats is that it's kind of like being in a handball court. You go all over the place. Poink, 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 poink.
Yep.
And it's fun. You got to stay on your toes.
Yo.
Who's got the ball?
Yo.
Watch out, here it comes. Oh, I used to watch those guys play racquetball when I was a kid. And when they get hit with them, oh my goodness. Yeah, you'd see
Yep.
some grown men
Rolling on
cry.
the
I'll
floor.
tell ya.
A lot of
Yes.
people don't realize how solid those racket balls are.
Yeah.
Good hit.
I guess not. Never played that.
When I was a kid, I remember the roller derby, and the roller derby being in Duluth, and they had the YMCA and the YWCA, and at the women's one, the roller derby girls would practice in there, and I'd sit and watch them like crazy when I was a kid. I
could
always
see
thought
you
that
doing
when I
that.
grew up, I would be one, but I never did.
I can
Kind-
see you throwing somebody over the rail there, Anna.
Yo.
Boom.
Yes.
I haven't seen that in years, man. I haven't seen that in so many years.
I think Dorinda could do that too.
Yeah, I really could do that.
Her and I'd be on the same team.
We'd have to be.
And then slingshot Bonnie around.
Gigi.
Do that sling-
I can just see Dorinda skating like crazy with her arm behind her, waiting for Anna to grab it so she can whip her on by.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say we'd wing Gigi through because she'd be light enough to really wing her through there.
Yep.
That's strange.
Wow. Hey, speak of the devil. Gigi.
I guess we found the key word, roller skating.
Roller skating.
Come on up, Gigi.
Yeah, isn't that strange? That's cool.
But you're not really a devil.
The spirit, see how the spirit
You're
travels?
gonna have to drop the link, Bonnie.
Was on it.
Like Pappy says, the spirit answers when you call it. That's right there.
Yeah.
That's cool. That is so cool.
It is not debatable.
Nope.
Come on up, Gigi. Somebody up here's got your skate key.
Yep.
The gang's all here, and we've missed you.
Really.
Yeah, we messaged you earlier. Oh, she's getting her basement ready.
I wish I had a basement. That would be cool.
Me too.
We don't have those around here.
We do. It's a big junk hole.
Well, I was just getting ready to say something, Brenda. I've got a
It- it-
4-bedroom
it-
house with
Oh
a
crap!
full
I
basement
got.
and a storage shed, and it's full of junk.
I still got. My son moved out of the house a year ago, August. I still have his. What the hell's that called? Foosball table. And about 30 freaking boxes of shit in the basement. And 40 boxes of shit up in the attic. He's never gonna leave home.
And one hell of a surprise yard sale, and then he will.
How many kids you got, Dorinda?
4 altogether. I have 2 stepkids and 2 of my own.
Hi, Gigi.
You hear
Yeah,
my
she has earphones, Bonnie, but her voice is a little loud and hubby gets pissed off.
Oh.
Gets talking and laughing and giggling and
We
well, he's
would never know.
24, 26. I don't freaking know. I got to do the math. And I'm not doing the math.
I thought women were like trees. Every year you get a new stretch mark, and all you gotta do is just count them backwards, and you'll know.
Yeah.
Ah,
You count the tree rings. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
I didn't have a
With me,
stretch
it's
mark
wrinkles.
after either of my kids because I used to put cocoa butter on my belly. But once I got up in my 50s, I started having them. My thyroid is a little bit slow, and I gained like 100. Well, I doubled my weight in a year.
oh,
And then the
wow.
doctor said, well, it's your thyroid. And no, I'm not taking any medications from doctors. So I have to figure out something else.
I told
Diet.
you, exercise ball.
Exercise and diet, Anna.
Oh, yeah, big time.
I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not being sarcastic.
I have to make sure I get my iodine. And I was also told that to use a certain sea salt or red salt or something like that.
Yeah.
Pink salt.
Maybe Himalayan salt. It depends on
Yeah.
the different mineral makeups that you need, and it also depends on whether your thyroid is hyperactive or hypoactive. More or less, because what's happening is that the thyroid produces that hormone that kind of regulates the metabolism.
Yep.
And if you have too much of it, those are the people that have a tendency to have some issues with, maintaining what they call a healthy weight. So sometimes you have to supplement. If your body is no longer producing the hormone and the hormone is needed, you need to get it some way, and it's difficult to get it in naturally through just the diet, because it's got to go through the digestive process. And sometimes it doesn't get there in adequate amounts. So in a case like
Yeah.
that, you might want to reconsider, because sometimes people are put on thyroid medications, but they don't have to be on them forever. Sometimes it can induce the body into producing its own again. So that would be something to explore a little further. But
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor, and without the diagnostic test, you really don't know what you're dealing with.
Yep.
That's my daughter. She just found out she's got Hashimoto's. We knew that she had thyroid issues for the past 2 or 3 years, and then they did thorough testing because they were worried that she had cancer, and thankfully it wasn't cancer, but now they labeled it with Hashimoto's, and
Yeah. And
she's
that's the problem with what we're living in today, and all the things that we've eaten and drank and been exposed to, not only through our own individual lives, but through our parents' lives too. That's all changed, how the bodies react and everything. There's a lot of diseases that come up now that are finally been given a name that weren't ever around before.
Mhm.
So sometimes we need to take a look at how do we address those. And I've kind of reconciled the fact that if we want to turn it over to spirit to do the best thing. And sometimes I think that I go back to that story of the person that was told that there was a huge flood coming in there, but he was very, very spiritual. And he says, "Oh, I'm not worried about a thing. Creator will save me." And sure enough, the flood came in there and flooded him right out of his house, and he was standing on the roof. And while he was standing on the roof, this boat come up, and the guy says, "Come on in, jump in the boat." And the guy says, "Don't, I'm not worried about it. Creator's going to save me. No problems whatsoever."
No.
The water kept rising, and pretty soon it was up on the roof with him, and he's getting closer and closer to the peak. And a helicopter shows up and shines a light on him, drops a line down, says, "Grab a hold, we'll pull you up." Says, "Don't worry about it. Creator's going to save me. I'm not worried." Well, obviously the water swept him off, and he drowned. And he was up there waiting to get into heaven and everything. And St. Peter says, "Well," he says, "anything I can help you with?" He says, "Yeah. Why didn't Creator save me?" And St. Peter kind of flipped through his book a little bit. Says, "Okay, let's see. What's your name again? Okay, here you are. Let's see." He says, "You called Creator for help. He sent you a boat, and you said no. He sent you a helicopter, and you said no." And so the moral of that story is that sometimes if there's a condition that comes up in the new times that we're in, sometimes Creator makes something available through the new technology that can help us. And if you put it back on and say, "Okay, Creator, this new technology is out here. I'm gonna trust that it's for my best, my best interest to explore this," because sometimes the tools are made available. It's up to us on whether or not we explore them.
Yep.
And if we want to take care of our earth robe and make it last as long as possible and take good care of it, we need to look at those possibilities too, while we still have faith. So yeah, those are tough
Exactly.
decisions to make when it comes down to, what do we want to do to ourselves medically? You know what I'm saying? Because
Yep.
there's horror stories out there, but there's also miracle stories out there.
Yeah.
I see where Gigi is asking who's going to read the cards tonight.
Yeah, no.
Well, she better come up here and ask the question in person.
Jerry, you're reading my mind. You stay out of my head.
I know, man. That's what I was thinking.
And then sit on your hands and listen.
She missed it. That one I did a reading the other night, Pappy. It made me cry.
Well, that's okay. Tears released is a release of pressure. It's better than wetting your pants.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yes.
it was intense. Yeah, that's when I pulled the card upside down. Remember that, you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It makes a difference.
Yep. And then instead of it being for the group, it was like pointed right at me. And I realized that when I was reading it, you know.
Robert, do you remember which animal that was?
Oh man. Squirrel. Wasn't it? Wait a minute. I don't remember. I don't
I'm
remember.
winking at you, Anna.
Come back.
I can't even remember.
We love you, Anna.
I love you guys.
Yep, we do.
Family.
So, Gigi, get up here and ask your questions, even though it was answered.
I know, I love it whenever I get a phone call from one of y'all. It's like, it's
I
a
don't have
real,
your
it's a
number,
real
Bonnie.
deal.
I'm
You
hoping
know.
that my little girlie's on the mend. She wagged her tail a couple times today.
She's backstage, she said.
Oh, sorry, Gigi.
I don't have your number, Bonnie.
I will go in private chat and fix that.
Honey.
Wow.
Did you get my message
Who's
tonight?
that? Who's that stranger?
Did you get my
Gigi.
message? Did you get my message tonight?
Yeah, I saw it on my computer just when you said that. I was like, oh, yeah.
Because we messaged you earlier, and then you showed up. It was like, oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, I
When
was giving myself a pedicure and be good to myself. So my feet are all pretty.
Nice.
Cool.
And then I had an ice cream cone.
And then she heard roller skating and had to come.
Oh, it was so weird because I went on here and I'm like, yeah, nothing's on. And I seen Bonnie live and I seen Travis. So I thought, yeah, go to Travis, see what kind of bullshit first, right? Yeah, it took me about 30 seconds. I went, yep, over here. And right as I click on or whatever, I hear roller skating. I was like, that's too funny. And then I hear my name. I'm like, touche. So how's my peeps doing?
We're doing good. We missed you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, we
need it.
understand.
It's just one of the things that kind of went, you know what, back up. Especially, you know, like I said, Chino went a little nuts in the last year and has to kind of like dump the shit out. And kind of like,
sometimes
okay,
a good spring cleaning is good.
yeah, a refresh, and then
Start all over.
I don't know if you guys saw my little comments. So I dream all the time. And this morning when I woke up and I remembered a few clips and pieces, I was like, oh, I saw my hubby walking away with a bag of Coke in his hand. Why am I? Because lately I'm hearing some stuff about my son, and I guess in the back of my head go, when am I gonna get that phone call from him? I go, do you know what's going on? Yeah. So sure enough, I find out in the last couple of days that my son's lovely full-time job went out the window, you know, benefits and all. I'll say temper got the best of him. Let's just leave it at that. It's not the first job he's lost. So now he was out of work for 2 months, and in the meantime, I knew none of this. And he has a new job in Value Village full-time, so at least he's whatever. But now it just goes to show you the lady psychic that I went to go see. She knew before I even knew. because she made a comment about this. Yeah, well, if he's looking for a new job, he's probably going to have to get one of these. And I was like, he's going to have to get a new job. I thought, oh, all right. It's been what what do we have? It's what 3 weeks ago that 4 weeks. I don't know, a few weeks ago, whatever it is, since I seen her, and he lost that job 2 months ago.
Sorry, Poppy.
So it just goes to show you, my son doesn't tell me everything. So today I get the phone call. What's going on? It's not, yeah. Oh, and on top of that, the two of them, because he lives with his father, they've been evicted out of their house now too. The place they're renting.
No.
No surprise. Once again. They haven't worked out with the lady, but they have till June to move out, find a place. Long, stupid story there. So then I get a phone call today, talking to my son, blah, blah, blah. Long story short. Can we borrow $300? He's 31. His dad's 60. He'll be 65 in February, ready to retire.
Your ex-husband is borrowing money.
Oh, the things I have had to. When I left him, I had to pay off $5,000 worth of debts. That was in the 90s. Oh, yeah, I'd helped him move when he was living around here. And then he left. Him and my son went packing to Newfoundland 11 years ago. And my daughter and I have a running joke going. It's like Tweedledee and Tweedledum living together. Bounce off each other, feed off each other. He actually moved out for a while. He had a wonderful girl. Thought he was going to get married in the whole 9 yards. They've got a trip to book to come here. I'm all excited. And about 2 months before they're supposed to come, all of a sudden I find out she broke up with him. And then he moved back to daddy's. And I was just like, oh no, down the toilet we go again. And here's my other daughter, university student, teacher, program designer, blah, 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 blah. And here's my son at 31, now Valley Village. It's totally different. But yeah, so I was like, oh, this has been just a lovely, interesting week, hasn't it? Always get my warnings in my sleep, though. Always. Every time something's going to happen, I know it. There's never a surprise. But yes,
He's 31.
He's 31. Yeah, my daughter's 33. And it's kind of sad. I've been trying to tell him for years, get off the gaming things, get yourself a life, do something. And it's sad. I kind of wonder where he'd be if he was still here. But, it's his choice. But he likes the weather out there. It's not hot and muggy like here and this and that. So, that's what makes him happy. But not much you can do when he's like over 3,000 kilometers away, right? Just be there for him, talk to him, what can you do? Yeah. So, yes, I'll be getting my basement cleaned up and fixed up and move and shuffle, whatever. I've covered the heat vent so the sound doesn't go up. I already tested it going, okay, I got the phone on blast down the basement. What can I hear? So, salting.
If it makes you feel any better, one of my sons was that way, and then he got a job doing welding and excelled in it, and now he's the head welder for this big major company that makes big major parts.
Cool.
It took him a while, but he finally got it together.
Yeah,
It can happen.
Yeah, he's and the funny thing is he's in Chinese horoscope he's the horse, and I kind of go, yeah, you can bring that horse to water, you can't make him drink it. And I mean, all over the place he's so and this lady Dana has said to me predictions a couple of years ago down the road. So in the back of my mind, I know there's certain things she has said that I'm like, yeah, when his time's up and their time's due and whatever else. So he's supposed to still get married and have children. So I got hope from yet. He has a heart of gold. He's like mommy. He will give the shirt off his back to help others and everything else. It's just he wants to be there for daddy and everything else, which he knows. You guys know. I don't need to do that big speech, but yeah. So it was 16 degrees here.
16.
Sorry. Okay, actually, so it's about 63 degrees today. It's beautiful. Sunshine, the cat's outside, everything's great. Got some stuff more done in the garage, and I'm laughing, kind of going, yeah. And Brenda, did you get snow?
Nope. Well, we had snow last week for a little bit, but it didn't stay on the. Well, one night it stayed on the truck, and a little bit on the ground, but nothing major.
Yeah, I don't mind if it snows as long as it melts enough to shovel it. I hate shoveling this shit.
Yeah.
If it's gonna dump so that it's enough to.
I didn't shovel the shit. I drove right over it. I didn't fucking care. My husband was bitching when I got home. I looked at him. I says, "Well, why the fuck didn't you shovel? There's a little blob out there. Get out there and do it. Don't piss me off. I ain't shoveling that shit yet."
We are still waiting for our driveway to be done, and I don't see it being done. It's like, okay, I know there's still some nice days left, but you guys are kind of pushing it because it's supposed to be a certain degrees, and like, great. So we're going to have a gravel driveway for the winter to shovel. That's going to be a drag, but no, well, what are you going to do? Maybe get a discount out of it. It has to sit for the winter or whatever, because we got the cash stashed away to pay for forever. So we're making a joke going, let's go on vacation. To hit a beach right now and go swimming. Sorry?
Ask Dorinda what she's getting for Christmas.
What you getting?
I asked for a flamethrower.
Is that for a giant souffle outside, or?
No, that's just to clean the damn driveway. And the snowbank's at the end of the road. Like, fucking shit. Now! Gone.
Almost every year there's a guy in Green Bay that gets caught on camera doing that.
I think
Funny
I
if
saw
it
him, and
works.
that's who gave me the idea, but my husband doesn't really think it's a good idea. He thinks I'll burn the house down.
Oh, I was gonna say, I can see it already. Back to vehicle up, whatever. Start to drive it. Oh, sorry, I kind of melted the tires to the thing.
Yeah,
We're not going anywhere.
he lights up the torch right up by the garage, starts at the garage, and works his way to the end of the driveway.
Hey, I took out this giant bush by the. Okay, so when we bought the house, there was 3 bushes and two. I don't know it's like bushes, but they kind of look like bonsai bushes. I don't even know what to call them. But over the years, they get pretty big. To me, they look like giant jelly beans the way I've trimmed them. I want to get rid of them.
You didn't hire Edward Scissorhands or whatever?
Well, the one right by the sidewalk's the worst because the dogs all gotta take a leak there. So, the front of the bush at the bottom's like gone because it just keeps eating away. So I got this bush with this little missing. And then they're getting so big and ugly, whatever. And then the one, so we have to shovel snow in between these things, right? You don't want to lay it on the bushes or whatever. And I've never bothered putting them things over it, the covers, whatever. So I kind of had an advantage because last year it was so bad. The one closest to the door kind of like split because of all the snow. I tried to fix it in the summertime. I weave string trying to keep this bush together. But it all started kind of dying in certain places. I kind of came home from work one day and it was gone. I just got out. ripped her at it, whatever, before he got home. He's like, "Oh, that was fast." I'm like, "Yep, don't turn it back there, man. Just chop, 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 chop." So now I have a little more space to throw my snow.
When I lived in town, one of my boyfriends, his place, we were taking out lilacs and those kinds of bushes you're talking about. They're kind of a, just a greenage bush. And we were cutting out the roots and everything to try to get it loosened up enough that we put a chain around it. And we were just with his truck, his 4x4, just reefing on it, then doing burnouts across the sidewalk out onto the street to try to yank this darn thing out. And he'd get the truck pulled out just enough, and I'd be hacking at the roots and everything else. Finally, that sucker came loose and it smacked right into the back of the truck. We got it. I made it into a really pretty flower garden after that. And he's like, I didn't want a flower garden there. All these people are coming and saying how pretty it looked and everything else. And he's like, I just want to be able to run over that with a mower. And I'm like, you better not.
Yeah, those are grounds for.
Well, I would work sometimes 16, 18-hour days, putting in as much overtime as I could, and he would be on the road working, and so I just got used to it. I had to do all the lawn work, and we had like a double lot, plus owned a lot besides that, and then I would mow our lawn, and then the lady next door to us, she was elderly, so I would just run over with the lawnmower and do her yard. And I used a push mower. We didn't have a rider mower. And then I was always shoveling by hand. And we lived on a corner lot. So I had all that to do. And then I'd just go over and finish up doing the little old ladies, because hers wasn't even a quarter of the size of what we had. Because I was like, this poor old lady can't be out there shoveling. She's going to fall down and break a hip or something.
Yeah.
So I used to stay in pretty good shape. But I was just one of those people, I believe, help your neighbors if you can,
Yep, for sure.
Did you miss Shane? He was here for a minute.
Ah, how's he doing?
Yeah.
He says he's doing pretty good.
Well, that's good. Keeping himself busy and out of trouble, I hope.
Definitely.
No.
What?
Liberty's been taken down, man.
Oh, well, yeah, there's
What
that.
is that from Craig? Yeah, because I was all excited to see Ken Carson in the morning. Then I caught his thing that it was canceled, and I thought, hurry, to get up early, whatever. And I get up, and then Friday they were rocking. I'm like, sweet, this is great, whatever. And then was it Saturday he went down? Was it Friday? Which day was it he went down? Liberty Warrior.
Oh, that was
Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, so that was Saturday.
Was it? Yeah, Saturday.
Because I caught up. I could have sworn it was through Craig on Saturday or something. Somebody said something. I was like, huh? Liberty Warrior went down. Oh, that's right too, right? And I messaged Shane about it, and that's when he said something about the yeah, he mentioned a little bit about that. I'm like, crap, every time I don't watch something is whenever all the excitement goes on, man. That's always the way. Oh, well.
Yeah, it was the night before. Well, I don't know if it was the night. Wait. The one that got taken down was Ladies' Night. So it was Thursday. Right?
Oh, okay. Okay, so then it must have been the music show that I was listening to with Alan and I keep saying Alan now, and that's his last name. I find out it's Rob Allen. I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm so used to calling him Alan.
Me too.
So him and Craig were doing the music thing and all that. What?
I thought he just made the Rob up. I still call him Alan. Well, I don't know.
Someone
Oh.
stole his name.
Someone stole his what?
Someone stole Alan's name, I guess. He was doing something.
We have to make up something with his funky hair,
I
right? He's Dr. Rob the DJ.
That's right, Lisa. Liberty Warrior went down twice. Went
Yeah.
down
Wow.
from Ladies' Night, and then we went to just
Oh.
Liberty Warrior, and then that one went down, and then we had to go to 3.
Sheesh. Well, look at Hawk, right? He's at what,
So
8? Jeez
Yeah.
Louise.
yeah, I think somebody just got mad. Hi, John. How are you?
Hey, John.
Welcome
Hey,
to
John.
America.
Didn't know you were here.
Hey, John.
Oh, we didn't even know you were here.
I was gonna say.
You don't
I didn't
say
know you were
hi.
here.
You just say hi.
Hi, John. Yeah, how can we say hi when you don't even let us know you're here?
Hi, John.
I haven't seen
How
anybody
you
for a
are.
while, John.
I said hi to him today. I seen him in Liberty.
Oh boy. Yeah. See any more creepy people like Halloween?
No,
No, that guy was freaky.
that was
That
freaky.
was, wasn't it? That was just.
yeah.
Yeah, I swear it's like somebody put him up to it to get him on and try to get my goat or something. I swear. It's like, who's this person? Okay, it's not who I thought it
know.
was. And now you're getting a little, because it was just getting to the point where I was about to go, bye, I'm going to remove you or whatever. And then, yeah, that was great, Bonnie. Angel of light comes to the rescue.
But didn't the voice kind of sound familiar?
Yeah, it did.
Didn't the voice sound a little familiar? To me, it
I-
did because I rewatched it because I didn't
Oh, I
get
never
to see
thought of
that part.
rewatching it.
And
Yeah. Okay, because I was kind of wondering a little bit too, but it just, I don't know. I'm not sure. I have to go and look at that myself too.
I mean, I don't know whose voice, but it just seems like I've heard that voice before, and the way he was talking, it just
Seemed,
the
or just
The rhythm and
somebody,
Pick up
yeah,
on any
or
key.
I got his name. I got his name written down here.
um,
I'm looking. I'm hunting. See, I'm a
Conrad,
hunter.
wasn't it?
Yep, I'm a hunter. I'll
No, yeah, I
find
remember
heard
that.
that a few
Because
times.
I
Catch
think-
that voice. Get
I
it in
thought it
our head.
was-
That way, when we hear it later, we catch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When somebody kind of creeps you out, you kind of tend to remember those things. But yeah, for some reason, I thought he was Chuck or Cam. I just saw the C, whatever. All right, come on up, whatever. And it was like, okay, who are you? Yes, I can have fun on Halloween. And if you don't like that, there's the door. Goodbye. See you later. Don't let me kick you on the way out.
Well, then I'm surprised you let me up.
Oh,
You were awesome.
oh, boy, that was great. I was not expecting you to get dressed up. Not at all. You kept saying, no. And I was just like, oh my God, you did. Yay. I got somebody to come out of her shell. Yay.
That's
I
funny.
wasn't expecting it either. It was
No.
just okay, go for it, Laura. Don't put too much on me.
It's all good fun, though, you know. That's
Yeah.
all my point, you know. Just get a little crazy and let loose. We gotta, and that's where I kind of went. Yeah, I've lived on this computer for way too long now, especially this year kind of thing compared to last year. But you know, live and learn, and that's where I kind of put it to. It's like, okay, had I not gone down all those rabbit holes, I never would have had that kind of viewpoint ever in my life. So. To me, I think that was the man upstairs' plan kind of thing to go, hey, well, since you're never going to ever believe in this, I'm going to make you believe in this for a while, just so you get a taste. It's like, yeah, no, thank you.
Well, that's what I told you. I haven't. If I started to see one and I saw what it was about, I was out. I just stopped and turned around. And like most of these people that people are talking about. I don't know who they are. Never heard of them. And
Yep.
I chose the ones that I liked the most, and that's what I've stuck with. And I don't.
Oh, for sure. But I mean, the way I went down the rabbit hole, so to speak, starting off with David Wilcock talking about Trump. I'm trying to figure out how I got into the kids and the adrenochrome thing and the tunnels. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
mean,
look
Paul-
at that dude. That dude's weird, man.
Yeah, I never listened to him.
I don't care where he's from. He's weird.
Well,
I
see,
listened to
that's
Simon
the thing.
Parks a couple of times, and I unsubbed him, and
And I like Charlie Ward, and then after a while, I kind of went, I don't know. That's what kind of. So I started, going to other people, but then it just seemed everybody had the same viewpoint, the same beliefs, and that I'm like, what am I missing that everybody else knows? And it just seems like what I realize too now, because I started having a certain light switch on to believe, you started already seeing things that weren't really there. They're there because you're more looking for it now. So in a
Right.
sense, yeah. So it was like, wow, did I ever? And I had to look at so many things too. Like there was a lady in a chat room, I don't remember where it was, and somebody was saying in there about Robin Williams being alive. She's like, no, he's not. I was there. I'm a friend of the family. Blah 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 blah. He is not dead. And that was months ago, and I totally forgot about her talking about that. Now hindsight's like, oh, I guess this person really was on the money and true and whatever. But you get that one person against 50 other things. It's like, okay, but now it's starting to be I'm just glad to be back to normal thinking again and enjoying my music and my movies.
You look at Simon Parks and Charlie Ward, okay? You don't look at them like the same as David Wilcox. Simon and Charlie Ward are positive thinkers. Through their talk and through their publication, that's what they're trying to manifest. That's how people manifest things. See what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
I think so.
That's their truth. That's their positivity. That's where their energy's going to see the completion of this stuff. Like it's a form of manifestation in their you know what I mean? In their realm, not ours.
But-
Maybe not yours or mine, but someone else.
Wilcox is too. That's
Well,
what I'm kind of going. He's always been.
he's been on TV too long. You know about Hollywood. He's been on TV the longest of anybody. And I know how he gathered his information by how do you say that? Kind of eavesdropping on interviews. I've seen him do it before.
Well, to be fair, I've I've caught up in some pieces of that side too. Now, he started off on Ancient Aliens, but he
Right.
was on there in the beginning, and then he stopped, and then he went in his own direction, and that show continued on, and whatever else. Like, I've gone and read up so much of his stuff and his space stuff and whatever else, but it was actually him that had me wake up to Trump. That's how I started liking Trump, because I kind of went, what? And he started pointing things out, and I was like, oh man, I didn't even see it. I didn't like Trump because of his ego. I was like, he's an egotistical asshole. But I couldn't stand Hillary Clinton either.
right.
But yeah, so just kind of, knowing and believing certain things myself and what I've experienced, and then listening to David Wilcock, and then listening to the Trump part, because so many things just kind of went from there too, right? But
Lost
from now on, I believe what I've experienced, what I know to be true.
Right. That's
Wait a minute, who did we just lose? Anna? Right. Yeah.
Yes,
She
Where'd
did.
go?
I don't know.
And yes, Gigi, I pulled a card.
Right.
And not an
Yay!
oracle card. I study medicine cards.
One sec before you
right.
start, Robert. Pappy Two Bears, can you do that also for my daughter who has fibromyalgia? Okay, I'm done now. Sorry.
He's gonna have.
I have a friend of mine who's
Mhm.
like in bed now from fibro. Sorry.
Really?
Yeah, after spending like 8-10 years fighting this system to be on comp, they lost their house and everything. And oh, look at you won your case. Yeah, we just lived everything for them in a 2-bedroom apartment now, trying to survive. And he can't stand upright.
Wow.
God damn
It
it.
blows my mind. So anyway, sorry. I will have to listen to that little tidbit too and pass it on. Spider medicine.
I thought Robert was fixing to read. He
I'm
muted.
muted right now.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Yes.
I pulled the Mountain Lion card.
Ooh.
Mountain Lion, O kingly leader of sleek feline form, touch my heart with courage, then sound the alarm, that I may lead with foresight, assurance bright and true, to carry on the spirit of strength I see in you. Mountain Lion can be very difficult power totem for you to have, because it places you in a position to be a target for the problems of others. You could be blamed for things going wrong, or for what always taking charge when others cannot. You could become the perfect justification for the insecurities of others. Mountain Lion medicine involves lessons on the use of the power in leadership. It is the ability to lead without insisting that others follow. It is the understanding that all beings are potential leaders in their own ways. The use and abuse of power in the position of influence are part of this great cat's medicine. By observing the graceful pounce of the mountain lion, you will learn how to balance power, intention, physical strength, and grace. This relates in human terms to be balance of the body, mind, and spirit. The giant feline never wastes anything. It only kills what it needs for survival. The female lion is the hunter who graces the table in her style akin to Mother Energy. If Mountain Lion has come into your dreams, it is time to stand on your own convictions and to lead yourself where your heart takes you. Others may choose to follow, and the lessons will multiply. If you have pulled this card of Mountain Lion, you may be asked to review the purpose behind your personal beliefs. You may need to discover whatever or not your plans include a pride of cubs wanting to be like you or to share your dreams. If you are already a leader, the question may be whether or not the time has come to push the cubs out of the cave. If you are aligned with cat medicine, you are considered to be king of the mountain and never allowed to be human or vulnerable. The pitfalls are many, but the rewards are great. In the assuming the place of power that the medicine lion affords, you must constantly be aware of keeping peace. However, you can never make everyone happy unless you lie to yourself or to others. This is a human nature. Therefore, the first responsibility of leadership is to tell the truth, know it, and live it. And your example will filter down to the tiniest cub in the pride. Responsibility is no more than the ability to respond to any situation. Panic is not part of the sacred medicine. But your card came up upside down. So this is the upside down medicine. If your Mountain Lion card is reversed, you may be playing with fire. A leader who tries to lead through tyranny or dictatorship has forgotten the medicine of truth. Through the reversal of this medicine, you may be tricked into believing that nothing. Through the reversal of this medicine, you may be tricked into believing that nothing else has validity except the ideas created by yourself. Watch out. Rome crumbled for this very reason. It is the aspect of the contrary medicine that does not apply to your situation. Look at other medicines which Mountain Lion brings in the reverse position. If you are avoiding taking your place of leadership, it could be because the whole idea scares you silly. This is a normal state of affairs for one who has never been a leader before. In this instance, it is necessary to call upon the courage of a lion and to begin by learning the lessons of the lion-hearted. Another message of Mountain Lion reversed is to not let yourself be led down the primrose path by a leader who is abusing power. If you want to put yourself on the road to being a leader in your own right, ask questions of anyone to whom you have given authority. See if they carry the medicine of the Mountain Lion, and whether you can grow into your own leadership by observing how they handle the task of setting examples. Become Mountain Lion by refusing to hide in the cave of your own shyness and uncertainty. Roar with conviction, roar with power, and remember to roar with laughter to balance the medicine. Awesome.
Wow.
That was beautiful.
It was.
But I'm stepping down. You guys have a great night. I will see you tomorrow.
Night.
Thank you, Dorinda. Love you.
Love you guys too. Good night.
Have a good one. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That lion.
Yeah. So which one sounds like the woman screaming? Is it a bobcat or a mountain lion?
Oh,
They both can. I heard a lynx one time, and it sounds like people lost in the woods screaming.
really?
Yeah. I had a puppy with me. When I was building my ranch, I would go to work I'd work on the ranch every other day. This one night I had the puppy with me. And
Hi, Joseph.
I heard that, and the dog's like looking around. I was like, at least I'm not the only one that heard that, because I never heard it before.
That would be
When we
wild.
lived out in the country, that was the first time I ever heard it. We had just moved to the country, and I ran in and told my mother, somebody's being killed. And she came out, and I can't remember if she said it. I thought she said it was a mountain lion. Oh, there's Pappy again. She came
I'll be back in just a minute.
in.
Better hurry. Hey, Joseph. Interesting.
Are you talking about yourself, Joseph Hot Lips? Or is that Gigi?
Can you hear me okay? No?
Sound good?
Okay. I just, I don't know how long the signal will last, but I'm here again.
Cool.
Interesting card that you pulled there, Robert.
Isn't it?
Who were you reading the card for?
Kind of the group thing.
Uh-huh.
But I think it was kind of aimed to Gigi, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yes, definitely.
Yep, absolutely.
I knew that when I picked it. I did it. And I read it a little bit. I knew it was for her.
I'm going to show you the card that I pulled, Robert. It's from the same deck, okay? And I want to know whether or not you use this card. Because I was asked to do something in chat, while you were reading that card. So,
Mhm.
You ever pulled this card?
The blank? Not
Yep.
yet. Not yet. No. What does that mean?
Is it still in your deck?
Yeah, I think so.
The blank card, if you read the book, it tells you can put anything you want to on that card. If another animal comes in that's important to you or whatever, you can write it in there and make it as part of one of the deck.
Okay.
I never did that. And the reason I never did that is because that card is probably the most powerful card in this deck and in the other deck that I have. Okay, because I'll turn the camera back on again. I want everybody to look at this. This is the card that I call the blank shield card.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
makes sense.
there's nothing on it that can be seen. Okay,
Right.
but it's the most powerful card. Why? Because Creator made everything from nothing.
Right.
Nothing contains everything. In other words, this card says to me, and I use it in a medicine way as unlimited potential.
Mhm.
This is the card that can be found hanging over the internal fire of the looks within place.
Okay.
And what is reflected on this shield from the fire in your looks within place it's like a projection screen, if you will, of things that are, that have been, or can be.
Yes.
Unlimited potential.
Okay. That's in the book.
What's that?
That's in the book. That's in our books, right?
Yeah, well, it tells you about the card in the book and suggested uses for it.
Okay.
It's not how I use it at
Okay.
all.
I like your way.
This, to me, everything is contained within nothing.
Right.
In order to be able to change into something, you have to give up that which you are. Okay. And once again, become nothing to become something. That's what I call the shaman's death. Okay.
Mm.
And it's that place that I go to that I can humble myself and say, look, I'm nothing. Okay. However, I recognize the unlimited potential of the spiritual help of that spirit that's within me. It's just a pathway. Okay. And I send out the call. Now, for example, in the call of what was received here tonight from the chat in reference to a certain type of disease, okay, that tells me what kind of call to put out. Okay. Diseases like fibromyalgia and other muscle and neurological diseases and stuff reminds me of the nerve pathways in the body. Okay, reminds me of the circulatory system in the body. Reminds me of the endocrine system in the body. These are all things that are connected on these networks, if you will. And the one spirit totem that I look at that is real adept at the networks is Spider, the weaver of the webs, that goes from one place to another. And, if you look at a spider web, most spider webs that are done in a circular manner, everything connects to the center and the center connects to the outside.
Yeah.
Okay. And all of those strands are connected one to the other, and there's communication back and forth and everything. So when I send out a call for assistance and healing on somebody, I'm not sending out a call. Look, let me heal this person because I can't do it, and I know I can't do it, but I know that Creator can. On that blank shield right there, everything is possible. Now, knowing that, I can say, okay, Creator, who knows how to untangle the tangled web? Who knows how to smooth out the kinks in the web? Who knows
Chiropractor.
how to follow? Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're on that. Okay.
It's just,
Who knows how to reconnect a broken strand that's flapping free? Okay, the one that builds the web. Okay, so I call on that spider medicine, or the power of that spider medicine that Creator has to reconnect. Those webs. For the people that have these types of conditions. In according to Creator's will, of course. And I do that always with the expectation that I don't expect results. I'm putting the call out. The results aren't up to me. The results are up to the one that's doing the healing and the one that's receiving the healing.
So we got three.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're just the conduit that it goes through.
We got Anna, we got Lisa, and we got Dorinda's daughter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, there's quite a few people now. The reason that I also bring up Spider in this context on the panel, okay, and then with the people in the chat, is that collectively we get an opportunity to stand upon the web, if you will, and connect ourselves through that strand with a like intent, with a like emotions, okay, and allow ourselves to become part of the energy web, if you will, to lend ourselves as another conduit for that energy to travel through for the highest good of another being. You know, and that's one of the ways that I've always received my best payment, was understanding that I had the opportunity to, to be in good relations with all of creation, to be in good standing, to be of some use. So healing to me is always a group effort if there's a group involved, because each of you, as you add your own little light to the decoration on the web of life, just creates a brighter and brighter and brighter point of reference and point of life. And if we can focus that into the center of that faceless shield, that shield of all possibilities, and allow it to go through that black hole between the dimensions of our 3D world and the world of all possibilities, all we got to do is stand there and wait for it to come back out and be a conduit to send it back out into this world.
Yep.
Yeah. We're the go-betweens. We're the activations. We're the ones that come up with the need and send out the call, and then wait for the call to be returned so that we in turn can bring it back into the 3D world. So that's why I say everybody is so much more powerful than they believe they are as an individual. And when you come together with other people of like mind like that, it is not 1 + 1 = 2. It is 1 + 1 = another new 1. That's where the unity.
Love that analogy.
That's where the unity comes in. That's where the miracles happen, because that shield of no face, that shield of all possibilities, of everything from nothing, okay, it allows us to actually be part of that power cycle. That's a gift that was given to us. Very few people answer that call. And even some of the people that answer the call don't do anything with it. It's only those that do something with it that can actually put into reality that which is possible. Am I making any sense?
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes. You should have seen what we did last night, Gigi. It was amazing.
I was going to say, just think if we actually... I watched it. I watched it today.
That's cool.
Where's our Victor?
Yeah, talking about the knees, right?
Yeah, Victor.
By the way, you know what's really good for when you got knee issues is shark cartilage. And this is what gets me. There's so many homeopathic medicines out there and everything. And it's like you're saying too, Pappy. Can you imagine healing people with just using our own healing energies and sending it into people? Because that's why there's Reiki people. I don't know if it's supposed to be Reiki or it's Reiki, right? I'm pronouncing that correctly, right? Yeah.
Happy is one. Happy is one, Gigi.
Right. That's right too. Like I had taken classes already for my spiritual and psychic connections and whatever, and I wanted to take those, and then COVID started and all this crap too, because the stuff that I experienced with so many different classes, so many different people was like, this is awesome that there's people around. Like, and we're talking a variety of ages. Like, I was seeing people in their young 20s to ladies in their 60s and 70s kind of thing going. And some of their stories were just like, oh, wow, look at you and where you've come from to all of a sudden land yourself here. Like, it's phenomenal. It's like there should be so many more places like this for us to go. I mean, I wish I would have found that place ages ago, but there needs to be more of them. There needs to be more. Maybe that's where we need to go with online and stuff. We need to. Oh, I'd love to get rid of all the pharmaceutical pills and everything everybody's popping, whatever. Oh, so many health issues are what we eat and drink and everything. And there's so much fibromyalgia out there. 2 people I know are just.
Well, I
Oh,
think
the
a lot
health.
of a lot of the conditions that are happening today are stress induced.
Oh, for
Okay, and
sure.
when I
For
say
sure.
stress induced, I'm talking about spiritual energy sickness.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think because I'm a firm believer that if there is a disease in the spiritual energy body, it will manifest into the physical body. Or if
Yep.
there's a blockage in that spiritual energy body, it will eventually manifest in the physical robe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I believe that. Now, can I prove it? Of course not. But
I'd
I
give
mean
you a good
that's
example. My
you know.
mom.
But whether you believe me or not is not important to me because I don't need to have anyone's authority to exercise my beliefs.
Right.
So I mean, that's the way that I approach it. I mean, it's my reality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The thing that I want to point out to you, Gigi, you displayed an interest in it, and then when you checked the interest in this energy healing, you found out there were people of all ages and all different walks of life. Like attracts like. And when it comes to
Exactly.
this type
Yeah.
of energy, there is no time, there are no age limitations, there's none of that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
It and last night, I told everybody on the panel that was there last night, is everybody is a healer. And they validated
Mm-hmm.
that by the reaction of their own bodies when we did a group a group
Yep.
sending of energy, if you will, to someone else.
Mm-hmm. For
And
sure.
the same will happen to you. If I do one tonight and you're still on here,
Mm-hmm.
you will have an effect from it. And you will know also that you're a healer because I know you are already.
Oh
Yep.
no, for sure, for sure. That's what I'm saying. I just haven't really discussed a whole lot of things I've done and experienced. Like for example, one of the classes that I did, because of the energy of the teacher. I don't like using it's the lady that runs the class. She's got different abilities or whatever. But because of her standing behind me while I was meditating and connecting in, her extra energy surge made it so much clearer. Like I just like I kind of went walking away from that going, wow, okay, that's where I need to get to. Okay, wow. I mean, years ago I was told, Gina, you're a scatterbrain. You're all over the place. You need to center yourself. It's like, I ain't got time for this.
Well, the
Well,
thing is
I got time
I
now.
think what you experienced there, Gigi, a true energy healer is not giving you their energy.
Oh
They're
no, I don't
allowing the
mean
energy. Yeah, they're
I don't
allowing the energy to come through them. You were
yeah.
experiencing the potential for your own energy
Yep.
Yeah,
raised
sorry.
to that level.
I shouldn't have said I didn't mean to have it in the mindset of healing energy. Sorry. What I was doing was I connected with someone's father. I seen her father at a tree. I seen her as a child in this description. He spoke to me the whole 9 yards. And I'd never experienced anything so clear. I haven't been able to do that since on my own. I'm like, I was able to do that. That seems so easy. But I had all the energy of people in the room with also this lady standing behind me, I guess, helping me focus my energy in, kind of almost kind of like going here. This is what you can kind of do with a little bit of extra help and energy and focusing. You're able to
Yep.
do this kind of thing. It's like, wow.
Yeah,
It's like everybody should be doing this everywhere. That's why I go, why isn't this in schools? Instead of we used to be the Lord's Prayer and Canada and whatever else. Okay, well, we're getting out of this and religious this, whatever. Okay, fine. How about we do every child as a 5-10 minute meditation at school? Start their day off. To me, I think that's a fabulous idea. Why not?
because they don't want people to know that they have that power, Gigi.
Oh, very true. Very true. Got to keep us down.
That's why.
Well, and
Yeah.
also people will tend to overwhelm you. Like coming to you asking constantly. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And
Yep.
also,
Hey, there's Victor. Look who showed up.
Victor, see, I talked to him. See?
Okay, so before
my
I forget,
grandmother could do that, and they called her a witch. So
Hey, Victor.
you got that too.
as soon as something is ew, I don't understand, icky, you're a witch, you're black, you're dope. Yep. Victor and Joseph, with your knees, eat what's the word I'm looking for? Suggestion only. Go to a health food store and get yourself shark cartilage. Shark. Shark cartilage. Take that for your knee for a couple of months and see if that does you any help. Just throwing that out there, just because of stuff I've known and whatever. Now, I don't know if anybody's familiar with a pendulum. Pappy, Robert, Bonnie, Anna, Victor, Lisa. Oh, this is my new one.
I'm gonna have to get a new one.
Cause I had this one, and I liked it because of the rainbow colors on it.
I don't know
And
mine.
then,
I lost mine.
Don't
And
know
then
what
when
you're
I
talking
went-
about.
when I went to treat myself a couple weekends ago, I got myself some chunks of amethyst and
That's my favorite.
black touring, something like that. And it was a different kind of purple. It wasn't amethyst, it was something else. But yeah, and then of course, buddies, oh, I got these for such. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a deal. I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll try and cleanse it in stone for me and all this. I was like, oh,
You know what happened with mine when I first got it? I put it on my nightstand, right? And I had like see, that's like the pure clear crystals.
oh yeah,
They're close to me, or if that pendulum is pointing at me, I get anxiety type hyper feeling in my head. I looked.
Really?
I was like, I slept one night like that, and I woke up, and when I was going to bed, I was like, why am I feeling this way? And I looked over, and that thing was pointing right at my head.
Well, it's trying to give you a lesson.
You know?
Okay, and Gigi will tell you when you bring in the stone people to give you assistance and be your helper, the first thing you have to do is come into a relationship with them.
Yes.
You have to cleanse it, clear it, spend some time with it, ask it how you can go into partnership with it, and they will tell you what they'll be used for. And Robert, if you were given a pendulum or a crystal or whatever that somebody else had been playing around with and stuff like that, who knows what it was shooting into you?
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah.
Holy
You gotta clean
mackerel!
it.
You could have woke up with your ears running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm already after
Full
some.
moon energy and stuff
I
to
gotta
clear
get-
it with too.
I got to get some white sage. I'm gonna cleanse the house.
I'm
Oh,
glad
yes.
Victor's feeling great today. He says.
Yes.
Got my sage in the garage to clear it out a little bit.
That's cool, Victor.
But that's not my sage bowl, my little sage bowl with my feathers in the house. So I have to do that while hubby's not home because he doesn't like the smell of it. It's like, That's fine. But yeah, so when I was playing around with my other one in class, which I found this still to this day, I'm kind of going, huh? So we were doing different questions with it, whatever else. She's like, okay, everybody see if, ask about a spirit guide name and this and that. Mine spelled OM. As I'm playing with that, it's going, does that ring? Father God is also another way of saying, or that word is another way of saying Father God. OM. So you have Father God and Mother God. Wait a minute. And one of you two help me. What's the Mother God's name? OM and and. Anyways, it's a whole. Anyways, but I'm like, okay, wasn't I supposed to come up with a name like I don't know, Charlie? Jennifer is my spirit guide. No, I get God is my spirit guide. That was the answer I got. I was like, okay, what's going on? Everybody else is getting these other things, and I'm getting this. What? Okay. I don't know. It's unusual. It's different, but you can also use this for. So Bonnie, I'm going to assume you've never seen one of these or know what it's for. Correct?
Correct.
Okay.
All
So
depends on how you use it.
exactly. It's one of those things.
What's your
Always
intent?
it's the intent. So actually, my girlfriend one day phoned me up, and she's like, "Gina, I can't find my glasses. I've looked everywhere. What can you do? What can you do?" I'm like, "All right, give me a couple minutes. I'll call you back." And I'm like, "Any idea where you got it? 3 levels of the house, whatever." She goes, "No." She goes, "I just remember. I can't remember." Okay. So, or no, that's right. Sorry, she had to come over. She was at my house. That's right too, because I drew out the levels of her house first to ask the questions. Is it here, doing yes or no? So, when you have a pendulum, and it's cleansed, and you connect with it, you're putting it over your palm, and like I would do here. Okay, so I'm going to ask my pendulum. Show me yes. My pendulum is going in a back and forth motion. In my mind, I tell it to stop. Show me no. Show me what no is. No is when it gives a circular motion. Now, the reason this works and connects is because it's over your palm and your own energy. So
Right.
it's connecting to you. Now, if I want, I can sit there and ask it yes and no questions, right? So if I say, just shits and giggles, I'm just trying to think of something now.
Does Pappy know where the money bush is?
I don't know, maybe I'm waiting for a job interview or something. I'm going to get a phone call or something, and it'll say yes or no. You're hesitant on something, you're in your thoughts. You're kind of going, should I be doing this? Or should I do this? And you can ask it something to see it's even telling you the truth. Like, okay, for example, I'm going to go. Okay. Do it here so you can kind of see it. So it's like in front of my throat. Why is it hanging crooked? That's strange. Okay. My cat's name is Ralph. Is my cat's name Ralph? Do I have a cat's name Ralph? That's kind of weird. It's me throwing myself off. It's going, yes. I'm like, okay, I'm thinking about Baxter, my cat. Anyway, I'll go on to this. Anyways, so there's other ways of doing this. You could also, you take a piece of paper and you, okay, you know at school how you have a protractor and it has the 180 degrees, right? Like a full circle is 360 degrees. So you're using a piece of paper and you're doing 180 degrees. So
Right.
what you're actually even better, because online you can look up this piece of paper, and this particular piece of paper is, they'll get all creeped out in this, but it's kind of like a Ouija board, but not like a Ouija board. You're using your pendulum. It's got the alphabet on it. It also has yes and no. There's certain ones where it gives you a degree of liking or disliking, or so. I don't, that part I guess doesn't really matter. But anyways, so if you want to ask for a name of something or more of a detailed question, it'll actually go over the letters and spell out. You know, you're using your intuitive and your energies, and it's going to tell you names. It'll spell things out if you ask it. And it's a real simple tool just to do yes/no questions, or I don't know, fun too, I guess. You could say a novelty game, sort of, but I don't know. I find it interesting because when my girlfriend came over, we drew the things out on the pieces of paper, and I pinpointed her hallway. And she's like, "My hallway? It says it's in your hallway. I don't know what to tell you. It's in your hallway, whatever." Yeah, little stand, little table by her window. Something was on the table that kind of made her walk by it, and her glasses were kind of behind this object sitting on the table in the hallway on the second floor. So this pendulum, it said yes, or wherever this thing was. When I got to the spot going, is her glasses here? It went yes. If I went over to the kitchen and said, are her glasses over here on this diagram? It went no, it's not over here. Is it in her bedroom? Nope. Go back to the hallway and it would go yes. I'm like, well, there's nothing in your hallway. What's in there? It worked out. Go figure. So, you know, sorry.
Is that a crystal?
This one, no. I'm not really sure what. I never actually asked the guy what this is made of. It's like this one. If you were to go buy one, you just want something that appeals to you, that you kind of connect with, right? That's the whole main thing. You like it. It's pretty. You want to play with it. So it doesn't really matter the color. This one, I kind of liked it because I thought it might have more better point to it than this one. Because the crystal one had a kind of such a weird point that sometimes I was like, okay, where's it pointing over? I'm not quite sure. So, but yeah. One of those things that most people will go, that's hocus pocus. No, it's actually just pretty simple energies and put some faith and whatever in it. You know, like anytime I've asked that stuff, it's worked. Don't know how, but it works. It's pretty wild. And I've only known this thing for about 5 years, something like that. 5-6 years ago, I found out about these things just from going to classes and talking to other people.
It's interesting.
Yeah. One of my classes, we ended up, I forgot. Oh, yeah, it was, she had 3 running classes. So each class was 10 nights. And this one night we were just doing a little meditation at the end. And this lady kind of freaked me out because whatever she saw picked up on, it was upset. And she's like, anybody's ill? Anybody this? Oh, I see crying and I hear the crying and you're upset and da-da-da. She goes, I don't know what, but I was just kind of taking it back. Like, I don't know anybody that's sick, whatever. The whole thing was about what happened with my cat because My cat went down was a whole trip in itself. That unless you, my husband, were there, you just blow your mind how the whole thing came down. Because I dreamt of it, and he dreamt of it just before it was happening too. And the whole what he saw, what I saw, it was just that was no coincidence. And it just kind of goes to show you, is something meant to happen? How can you deny it? Like before it happened, I have a weird dream. While he's asleep on the couch, he sees what's going on, and have a lady about 3 months ahead of time somehow connect to something. So that's why I believe how much is predestined before we come down here. You know? Makes you go,
I'm ready to spread some love and some healing. Pappy, are you ready? Are you ready, Pappy?
All right.
I'm here.
Are you ready?
Yeah, shut me up, somebody.
Ready for what?
You gonna sing a song for the healing tonight?
Well, I've been thinking about it. Let's put it that way.
Me
There
too.
was, the healing is going to be on more than one level, And the one thing about healing that I want everyone to understand is that we might have an idea in our mind where we'd like to direct our healing, but ultimately, that when we make up a decision, we want healing set in a direction, we're allowing our own egos to jump into it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though by intent, our intent is for healing. Okay. If we set the parameters, for example, to go to this person or that person or this person or that person and do it in this way for this specific condition, and we'd like to have it done by next Tuesday because they want their they want to be able to do jumping jacks on that day to prove something to somebody.
You said it was going to happen November 9th. Sorry.
So we have a tendency to set so many limitations on there that it becomes impossible to manifest it. So if we take our ego out and we say, for example, like Robert says, well, are you going to sing a healing song tonight? Yeah, we've had some requests for healing, and I'm always honored to do a healing song. But you understand that when I put it out there, it's for healing for whoever hears it and whoever receives it. That I leave that completely up to Creator, because we're all standing on that same strand of life, that spider web, if you will, that's been created out there. So because it's all connected, it'll go where it needs to go. Okay.
Very true.
And I would just ask anybody that wants to participate in that tonight is to open yourself up to let the energy flow through. You may, in fact, find some of that energy that's going to take up residence within you because you need it as well. Okay. The one thing that I find out when you're sending out energy for healing to others and you're utilizing the universal life force energy that Creator provides for us, as he sends that energy through you in that big fiber optic cable that has the strand in it that belongs to the person that we're thinking about, he also connects your little fiber optic strand to you so that you're getting energy at the same time, so that you're not utilizing your own energy. If you don't take your ego out of it, you can utilize your energy and give it away to somebody else unknowingly. Okay, that's something that you really need to be aware of, because there are some very powerful healers out there that do it exactly that way. They utilize their own energy and then have to go and recharge.
Right.
And those are the ones that invariably will take on sicknesses or injuries, or there's always a cause and effect. Okay, so I'd rather have the energy go through me.
Right.
So in that light, I've been thinking about the people, as I talked about before, with the neurological diseases and that sort of stuff. But this could also apply to people that are having emotional fuzziness or spiritual fuzziness. Some other form of inability for the energies that they need to come in unfiltered. And that's the kind of spider medicine that I would call upon. in that. And what this song does is it calls that energy in from the 4 directions. And this is actually an original healing song that was gifted to me many years ago from Spirit. Okay, so if I would like to have everyone just kind of focus for a minute on the needs of healing, not only for the names that you've brought up and the people that you've brought forward in your mind, but also open it up to anyone else that needs healing. Let the energy go through you, go out to who it needs to go to, in the manner that it needs to go to, in the strength that it needs to go to, in the duration that it needs to go to, in whatever time it needs to travel to affect a healing, whether it's the past, the present, or the future. There is no time, there is no distance when it comes to this. And as that energy flows through you, each of you will experience that energy flow through you. Let it flow. Relax into it. Stand fast. Be the faucet, fully open to allow the energy to go through you where it needs to go. Hey, yatta, hey. Hey, yatta, hey. Hey, yatta, hey. Hey, yatta, hey. Hey, hey, ah, hey, ah, hey. Hey, ah, hey, ah, hey, ah, hey. Itoga gata, oye, oye, hey. Namaku, yeah, yo. Hey, ah, hey. Oh, hey, ah, hey. Hey, ah, hey. Ah, hey, ah, hey. We all here pa. Oh, yeah, hey. Namaku, yeah, yo. Hey, ah, hey. Oh, hey, ah, hey. Hey, ah, hey. Ah, hey, ah, hey. We all pay our time. Oh, yeah, hey. Namaku, yeah, yo. Hey, ah, hey. Oh, hey, ah, hey. Hey, ah, hey. Ah, hey, ah, hey. Waziata, oh, yeah, hey. Namaku, yeah, yo. Hey, hey. Oh, hey, hey. Hey, hey. Oh, hey, hey. Walk on Tonka. Hey, yo, hey, hey, hey. Namaku, yeah, yo. Noho. Hetcha tu, elo. May it be as we have asked. Let it go forward on the sounds. Let it go forward on the sacred smoke. To all 4 directions. To all 4 winds. To all those that are in need. I want everyone to take a deep breath through their nose and blow it out forcefully. Now, it is done.
Well, I could just curl up and go to sleep now.
Everyone comes back from sacred space at their own time and in their own way. Breathe natural. Bring yourself back to balance. Gigi, tell me about your hands.
Warm. Not hot, but warm. I think I put myself out there to actually, right in the end of it, I was hugging you. I was putting myself behind you and I was hugging you. I just had to share some love. I was like, that was such a good little tune and all this, like just squeezing you.
Well, it was by our intent, that was done, and it was by our individual powers that turned the switches on. But you got to remember, we're only the switches. We're not the power. The power goes through us.
That's right.
That's why it's important to not let others flip your switch all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The switches must be inside of your personal control room, inside of your sacred space. Okay. You're the one that controls your switches. Okay. Creator has the circuit breaker. So don't wear your switches on the outside of your fancy clothes. Wear your switches inside your sacred space, and you can control them. And then you can turn them on with intent the way you want them to. Every one of you have done something remarkable here tonight. Hi, Shep. Welcome.
Oh, hey, Shep.
Hi, Shep.
Yeah, that's so inspiring. There was a couple that used to live in a building. Oh goodness, that's probably 30 years ago. And I don't even know what tribe they were from, but I didn't know they did these. It always seems to be after the fact that I find out, oh yeah, we were just over to so-and-so college doing this little ceremony. I'm like, I missed it because they did, it was like once a year kind of thing, unless you went out somewhere else to catch their ceremonies. But it's like, I always wanted to get into that. I've always been into Native culture and then I found out apparently not just the fact that I found out, I've had a few, shall we say, dreams where I went, okay, yeah, I know where I was. So when somebody read me, I went, and they said something, I went, oh, yeah, you hit that nail on the head. So at the time, I was like, okay, was that dreams or that was a little too real? And after I went and seen somebody, they were pretty good when they pegged that one because... like, I'm not telling these dreams. People take them off my head. Oh, yeah, I remember doing this and this and this. Okay. You're crazy, Gina. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's funny, it's different people have different ways of doing things. I call them ceremony. To me, it's just my way of praying. I mean, and there's different ways of manifesting that, depending upon your own personal comfort. Let me put it that way. Your own personal comfort, things that make you comfortable with what you're trying to express in your own way through your own individuality back to creating. Okay. And that makes it something sacred, but this is just my way, at least one of the ways within my belief system that I utilize for that, because whenever I do these things, everything is a prayer, so everything becomes ceremony.
Yes.
But that's just me.
Yeah. No, just Native culture in general is just I mean, it kind of goes back to that movie of Legends of the Fall. For me, those is such a powerful movie. But just the culture. You lived by the earth. You didn't waste anything. I mean, the garments that they made and it just blows me away. This stuff. Oh yeah, love moccasins. Those things are great. But just the whole what would it be like to have just live in a tent and what do you call those things now? A yurt? Is that it? A yurt?
Oh,
just
the,
have
the
that
round
little-
one.
Yeah, those things are cool.
Yep.
Teepee.
Yeah, you've got yurts and you've got teepees and
Yep.
lodges, and well, they go by a lot of different names. There's a lot of different styles.
I'd never heard of one until I watched I'm gonna try to think of the name of it. Yeah, Jane Fonda, Martin Sheen. Oh, what's her name? Oh, it was an HBO show. It was I loved it anyways. I thought it was funny. And that's where I can never what Lily Tomlin. That's it. Lily Tomlin. At one point, she goes and gets a yurt, whatever. That's the first time I ever heard of a yurt. What? And I'm like, seen this thing. I'm like, hey, that's a pretty cool thing. I could do that. Get me off the grid. Just stick me somewhere in the middle of whatever, and I'm gone. Forget all this government taxes bullshit.
The original mobile homes.
Yeah, exactly. Without the fumes.
Was that something about a lake? The movie you're talking about?
No, Legends of the Fall. Brad Pitt,
Oh.
Anthony Hopkins. Yeah, it's a family where Anthony Hopkins has 3 sons. And they're out in the middle of, I don't know, Montana, where some middle of wherever. And it's just kind of the story of them growing up. And the youngest one brings the young lady home. And it's the story of the combined brothers. One goes off to be Brad Pitt's, of course, the wild hunk and whatever in the movie, because it's like way back when in the early days. One brother becomes a politician. All of a sudden, this is when the politics comes in and starts, they're having a mayor. Well, who made you governor? Who made you take the land and do this? Just like, It's just showing you how they kind of came in and ran over all kinds of people that were here already and just put the rules on people. It's like Lisa, thank you, it's lovely meeting you too. I just happened to see her little notice, but yeah, just what the movie says about and at one point Anthony Hopkins, and it's my favorite part, he has a stroke in the movie at one point. And he's coming out of the house and he's kind of limping and he's got this chalkboard attached to him around the neck kind of thing to write words. And you can clearly hear him kind of going, screw the government, screw the government. It's just like, one brother against the other brother. And it's just, I love that moment. Because even if you can't talk to him, he's still going, F you people trying to come in here and take over and this, bring in your stupid laws and whatever. It's like, and look where we are today. The stupid government's running us.
That's a pretty good lesson on mankind in general, because it's one son against another in differences. Family squabbles and one people's against another and everything over because of differences of opinion.
Yep, whether it's politics or religion or whatever, it's like, why are we arguing about this stuff should not be going on the earth? We got to somehow be able to fix this whole system so that it's
that's why it's nice to have a safe zone. Sometimes you can have a safe zone like Bonnie puts out, or our neck of the woods, or someplace like that. Someplace where you can go and kind of avoid those divisive issues. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You concentrate.
For sure.
Go to the places where you concentrate on the sameness of individuals. You can look past all those other things. I don't care what color shoes you wear.
Yep.
If you want to wear skinny pants and spike your hair all orange, that's fine. It's not important. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Or if Bonnie wants to hang out in her bed and do her podcast from there. It's like me with the basement. Like, okay, what am I going to do for the winter? I can't. Not going to be outside. And in the garage, it's like, well, awesome.
There she is.
I'm in the garage because it's so far it's decent outside. But at some point, I'll have to go into my basement. So that's where I decided to kind of clean it up and whatever and make it a little more volume oriented. Well, see now I got to go on here.
Sacred space.
I should turn the lights off now. How's your mom doing?
My mom,
Yeah,
she is actually doing really good.
good.
My
Good.
boyfriend's been there for 2 weeks, and he got a lot done, and
That's good.
he seems a whole lot stronger. So, doing good.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So your brother's still around?
We're taking him to the airport tomorrow. Him to go back to California.
So everything go okay while he was here?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part. That's
Uh,
good. That's it for the most part. Everything's gone well.
yes.
That's good. That's good.
Bonnie gets to feel an energy change tomorrow.
Yes.
Sometimes
It's almost the same as taking a laxative, you know.
Hey, Kathy, I was just watching. I was just watching out for you. I noticed what time it was, and I watched your movie. I watched your video of remember the dog. Remember your mama was feeding the dogs, and I looked at the time and I was like, oh, it might be getting late by Pappy, and then I remembered. Remember what Anna said the other night about the frying pan in the purse? I was like,
Yeah.
we get Pappy singing, and downstairs comes Mama with the frying pan.
What's this big bird?
I used a baking sheet on one of my son's heads one time. All he did was dent it up and laugh.
Well, not a fighter. I had a fist fight once in grade 7.
Oh, I wasn't
It
fist
was grade
fighting.
7.
He was grown, but
Grade 8. I threw a tissue box to my ex once, and he kind of laughed at me. You missed me, and I'm like, I'm standing this far away from you. I could have hit you if I wanted to, you idiot. I am a pitcher. It's like, yeah, sure, I'm that bad aim. Yeah, if I wanted to, I could have just gone right smack in your forehead. Like, yeah, okay. I obviously went over there. That's, one of those people that really have ever gotten my temper. I tell you, boy, yeah. Life, especially the last couple of years. I think everybody's had a lot of patience building. I think that would be fair to say. Lisa, I do have a
Don't ask
channel.
me to remember. I'm an old man.
I'm an old woman.
I'm
Lisa-
older.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that. Oh, that was the funny thing on when Craig and Alan were doing their music thing. There were some other people. We were rocking it on. I'm like, oh my god, these people they're playing heavy stuff that I haven't listened to in so long because my husband doesn't like it. He likes his AC/DC, whatever, but not some hair band and stuff, whatever. And so I'm like, yeah, okay, so I'm gonna be 56. What do you guys, Bill Bells, and 60 this, 60 that? But like, I'm not the old one this time. It's like I'm usually all the old ones. But we shouldn't even say that. We'll say old when we're 80. Is that fair? 80 we're old. That's new old. Can I get the link, please? Oh, sure. Let me see where it is. Lisa, just to let you know, I just took a breaky because I had been doing podcasts basically 7 days a week since August, and I kind of went, okay, I'm losing my cuckoo bananas. I need a break. Need time to reflect and do some stuff actually around the house for a change that I put off. Like our fall cleaning, spring cleaning.
I'll put it in there for you.
Grab the link. Oh, okay. There you go.
Oh, you got it before I do already?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah, I've got to
you're getting
refresh my
good.
book. I'm buffering, so I'll be back.
Okie dokie. Oops. Where'd I go? What'd I do? There we go.
Ching. There you go.
So, guess you're getting pretty good at this now, eh? When push comes to shove, hey, look what
See
you
if
can
Lisa
do,
wants to
hey?
come up. Lisa, come on up here.
I've been working on it, but
See, there's a good reason I got a vacation going.
yeah, there's some things I'm gonna drill your brain about one day.
Sure.
Is sharing pictures and stuff, and because I don't know that.
Basically, all you gotta do, it's like, okay, when I share my intros and stuff like that I do, it's whatever is downloaded. Are you still going through your phone, or are you going through your laptop? A laptop.
Laptop.
Okay. So, are you on a PC or a Mac?
PC.
Okay, because I'm on a Mac, so just kind of keep that in mind. But I can't exactly tell you where to go here to do, but
I'm on the cheap.
I can kind of too, because I've had the Mac cheap for 6 years, but before that was the PC. So yeah, basically whatever you download, what you do is you open it, and then when you want to share it, you hit your share button, and then you click over. There's usually 3 things to click on, 3 options.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah, so it's usually the middle one or the last one that has that link that you're going to share. So once you click on that, then that's how you open it up and you share it. So if you find something that you're going, hey, this is a cool news piece or whatever else, you got to download it onto your computer. Once you download it onto your computer, you're good to pull it up onto your screen or what.
Hello, everybody.
Gotcha.
Hello.
Awesome.
How are you?
I've heard everybody talking about you, Gigi, but every time I've looked, I've never been able to find your channel.
Wow. Well, it's a combination of Gigi 7989. They're hubby and I's lucky numbers. And then once you see a Canadian flag on a logo, that's me.
Yeah, I got it a while ago when Bonnie dropped it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I deleted my first 2 weeks of videos because there was just way too much drama shit going on. I'm just gonna, okay, this is gone.
Well, don't feel like the Lone Ranger. I've got a channel too, but there's nothing on it.
There you go. There you go. It's like, do I want to have all? Yeah, well, I mean, I got almost the hour.
Because I really haven't figured all that out yet.
I followed a bunch of this and that, and I kind of went, okay, we need something different. Everybody's info. So, and now that it's kind of come to this peak, and more people are starting to go, where's JFK? Where's all these people? People. Ellen's on TV. Shane on Gitmo.
Yeah.
All these other little things are going. How long is it before all these other people start going like me, going, you're following bullshit.
Did Pappy get knocked out again?
He has troubles here and there with his internet. So Jerry,
Robert said he lost power.
Yeah, I lost
Where are you at, Robert?
way north California.
Oh, okay.
Kind of rainy and windy. I'm not on PG&E like the rest of California. I'm on Pacific. Comes out of Oregon. What, dude? I don't know.
wow,
The trees here.
Sorry.
The trees are
Just
so
reading what
tall
Anna-
at the window at the moment.
Somebody posted a while ago in another chat, I think it was on 101 where I was earlier, that the California Fire Department and Sheriff Department and Police Department are all protesting against the mandates
Yeah.
Yep.
somebody-
tonight.
That's what I
Oh.
heard.
That could be. Oh,
They
that
got-
was
they got-
something.
They
Sorry.
got my sister. They got my sister by the neck. They got the boot on her neck now.
Oh no.
Deadline. Yep.
Well,
Hang on.
She's a coordinator for the elderly home care. You know, oh my God, she has such a good relationship with all the nurses in all the northern state, and they're gonna mess that up. That's crazy.
Sorry about that.
Hey,
I
no
also
worries.
heard that.
I feel sorry for the old people.
I also heard that governor is sick from the
I hope so.
Number
I don't-
19.
You know,
from the Pope.
I don't wish ill on nobody, but you harvest what you sow.
Exactly. I was just
No.
getting ready to say that same thing.
I don't wish bad to nobody, but that's what you planted, man.
Yeah.
It's strange, Lisa. Everybody says stuff about California, but I don't even carry a mask in my car. I don't need to.
I haven't worn one since all this crap started. Except for
didn't.
one time, and that was at the doctor's office, and he was afraid he was going to have to send me to the hospital. Hang on.
Her dogs are going silly.
Mine were
They're
early.
fighting over a bone. They were playing tug of war with it a while ago. Now they're deciding to argue over it. They all want the same bone. Ay, ay, ay.
What kind of dogs you got?
Chihuahuas.
Oh, my daughter would love you. They got a little one called Charlie.
Well, thanks to COVID, I ended up with 2 rounds of litters of puppies from my service dog. And it happened to be at a good time
All
because
things
she had the first litter 3 days after I lost my dad. So that kept me occupied.
Oh.
And then next thing I knew, here's another litter. And I'm like, oh no, we're not going there. Stop. Leave the bone alone. Jeez Louise. But yeah, I didn't have the heart to give them somewhere where I knew they wouldn't be took care of.
So,
So now they just drive me nuts.
but now you got more to love.
Exactly. They're very lovable and usually quiet, except for when I get on the phone or if they think that I'm leaving to go somewhere, then they raise Cain. But no, the doctor thought that he was going to have to send me across the street to the hospital because he made me put a mask on to go walk through the waiting area. And it shot my numbers up so high that he wrote a note out right then and there and said, don't you ever put another one on.
Wow.
Because he was the one that originally gave me the note and then came outside because I wouldn't even sit in the waiting room. And he said, just put it on to walk through the waiting area. And I'm like, you're the one that gave me this note. I'm not required to wear one. Well, he found out exactly why he had wrote the note. I guess he forgot.
Yeah.
But there's something on. Anna, yeah. I think everybody here knows that I got one of those. Never thought I would, but I'm peach keen, and that's where sometimes I'm almost going with the news. Going, is some of this just piquing us when they tell us about certain famous people or politicians that all of a sudden they get sick or whatever, just to promote something against it? Because honestly, nobody, and not that I know a lot of people, but I haven't known anybody that's had any issues getting the stick in the arm.
No, I do. My daughter and my son-in-law and their kids all had it at the same time. My mother had it, but as far as my son-in-law was the only one that really had any kind of bad
reaction.
The COVID so bad that they had to do a blood transfusion on him.
Wow.
No shit. You meant they were all sick with it?
Yeah, they all had it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about they all got back.
No.
Okay.
No.
Gotcha.
Shit. Hey,
Gabby.
my woman got 2 of them.
Yeah.
And she's in there sick right now. I ain't promoting shit.
She's
Oh, shit.
sick now?
That's
what
not good,
I at
Robert.
the gas station. I said, my woman got done twice. And she's homesick right now. Really?
Oh, I thought hers were quite a while ago because I remember you talking about that she had gotten them. I thought it was a while ago.
It doesn't happen right away sometimes. It just takes a minute.
Well, that's why I'm going, okay, I got one. You can
You
all
gotta
just
watch-
shut up and leave me
watch
alone
out.
now because I'm not doing another one. I did what you wanted. That's one. You ain't getting me to go 2, 3, 4.
That's
5,
right. You're
6,
in
7.
Canada. You had to, didn't you?
Well, okay,
Get a
so
job.
my daughter and her husband got it in the spring. They got their 2. I haven't seen my granddaughter since July of last year because of her beliefs and my own beliefs. My husband and I, neither one of us were going to get it. And then, of course, now at the crack of October and November, it was, you want your job, which he has had a secure job and a huge pension and all that. And yeah, so you either get it or say bye-bye, you're fired. So he went and got it and went,
Oh, yeah,
yep,
I got.
I'm gonna go get one too. Now both of us are sitting here, and because he's like, I don't want to get another one. Really, I don't have to. I'm like, let's sit back now. At least you got one. You can't argue that now. Okay, I did what you asked. Where's it say I have to get 2 and 3 and 4 boosters and whatever else? To me, I'm vaccinated. I had one. Why does 2 or 3 make you more vaccinated? I don't follow that shit either. Chickenpox, okay? We get immunized as kids with the chickenpox, the 3. I had the worst case of chickenpox, the worst case of measles. I had my mumps both at the same week or whatever, too. Where to get me?
Yeah.
So it's like, but we only had the one shot, right? Okay, so now everybody's got to get 2 of them now. And then they're talking about boosters or whatever next year. Excuse me. Not happening. I've never had a flu shot. I did that because my daughter's already going. So, you and Daddy-O got your appointments for the next one? No. You going to tell me now I still can't see it because I haven't had 2? I'm going to lose my marbles on that one, I'll tell you. If that conversation comes up in the next few weeks, your roof on this house is going to go flying, let me tell you. Gonna say everybody else is not showing their face. I'm hiding mine. So Lisa, whereabouts are you?
I'm in North Carolina.
Oh, okay. Haven't been out that way. The only thing I've been to Vegas and Florida. I'm
Lisa.
just east of Toronto.
Lisa, have you talked to North Carolina girl?
Yes, vaguely in a couple chats.
Okay.
She's further east than I am. I mean, excuse me, further west. Stop. That's the oldest one out of the bunch, the 16-year-old, and he thinks that he's ruler of the roost, and anytime any of them walk by his bed, he thinks he's got to bark.
Gotta call out that territory.
Oh, yeah.
I fostered 3 chihuahuas, and one of them fit in the palm of my hand. As soon as people saw it, man, it was gone. We'll take that one. Of course you will.
Hmm.
It was smaller than Paris Hilton's dog. It could fit in my pocket. I didn't need a purse.
I had one that small years ago, and the vet killed it.
Really?
Yep. It was a teacup.
Yep, definitely. It's really a true teacup. But only one, and we had 3, and only one of them was that small.
Yeah.
But
Well, I
she-
got a couple small ones out of the 2 litters that my service dog had that could pass for teacups. Anna finally came back.
Right on.
Yeah, my internet's been in and out.
I think everybody's has been today.
I have
Not
a
me, my
sick
power.
dog.
My power's doing it.
Nope. I got the extra special energy. You can't shut me down.
No, Gigi, I'm sorry if you're offended about me talking about that stuff, but
What
I had
stuff?
a neighbor that had his at the same time as a friend of his, and she died right next to him. And
Oh, getting the shot,
my
you mean?
sister-in-law's well, she's my future sister-in-law. Her
You mean
brother
you
was a
were
picture of
sitting
health, and he
there?
was a nurse and had his, and he died within a week. And he was a picture of health. He was an athlete and everything. So, I mean,
Messed
you
up.
know, it's maybe it just
Now,
depends on who gets what shot, because I saw a whole
now,
seminar
is this
about it,
recent or
and
is it
it said
a
some of
while
them
ago?
are just saline solution. Some of them don't have nothing but saline in them.
Yes, I saw where a lot of them were placebo.
Now, has anybody actually seen that, or are we just going by hearsay?
No, I'm going by actual people from other countries and doctors that are having get-togethers about it, that are doing autopsies and things like that. People
Oh,
that
no,
are
I mean,
working
so it's
very hard
saline
to
shots.
keep kids from getting it. They're actual people that are actually doing the research. I
Really?
mean, was
Not,
I in the lab to watch it? No, but I'm
no,
talking
I mean,
about
do we know if it's saline shots?
because they've seen what's in the rest of them. One of them did a test on 3 vials of the same company and found that one of them was saline. The
Ah,
other two from the same company had other things in them, but the other
okay.
2 actually had the same thing in them.
This is some
But
strange
there
stuff.
was only one that was saline.
They
What
put that
brand?
shit
So
in.
my thought is, are they picking and choosing who's getting what? Or is it just random? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
What brand is that?
That one was the J&J, where there
Okay,
were
see,
3 different things in the vials.
that's what I'm kind of wondering. See, we don't have any Johnsons. Oops, we don't have any of those up here.
No
I
Johnsons
don't.
live in Canada? That's odd.
I can talk about baby powder if I want to.
Hey, what the heck is a chemical company making? You know, making the V. What the hell's that? What's wrong? Johnson makes shampoos and crap. And
Well,
what
they're in association with it, but they're
yeah,
in the big, you know.
and everything.
But I mean, it's
Didn't they
been
make
no
baby
secret for
powder?
years that they're using, you know, petroleum products in making the medications.
It's
That's
crazy.
no secret at all.
Well, isn't the same thing with baby powder? And they're now finding out baby powder's no good for you.
Yeah.
Same thing with him. The flu poke. All kinds of shit in them. No, thank you.
So that's where I kind of get to the point sometimes of going, if that's maybe your way
Hey,
of the way you're
somebody
supposed
else
to go out
is
the
down
door,
there.
then that's your time. I don't know. Like I have to kind of throw that in there too. And if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's such a weird thing. I mean, thank goodness we don't have J&J down here. That's for any of the other ones that are supposed to be lousy. The one that starts with an A is supposed to be terrible.
Yes.
If you're gonna get it, top of the line is the M, and then the PF. If you are a redhead, you should be getting the M1. That's from a scientist who has checked out the 3 that are up here that have been. Although I don't know why Astro's still going, but yeah.
Can I throw a wrench into the conversation?
Sure
Sure.
thing.
Please, Pappy.
My
Oh,
brother got the one that begins with the J.
Oh, I know
Well,
what you're gonna say, Pappy.
you know what I'm going to say? Well, let's
Change
put
the
it this
intent
way.
of
I mean,
what's going in your arm.
seeing as how we're on the subject, okay, that you're talking about. We all know that
Our
everything has been
neighborhood.
approved for what? Emergency usage as an experimental drug.
Yes.
Okay. Now, when you do experimental drugs, you're doing testing. Okay. And usually in testing, what happens is that you set up control groups. Okay. Some will receive a placebo, some will receive something with something in it, and some will receive something with something else in it. Okay.
Yes.
How do you keep track of that?
They document.
The serial lot numbers.
Yes.
And that will tell you what is working what and what, who's having what effects and that sort of stuff. So I'm sure that information is being collected. Do we have it? Matter of fact, I think I actually ran across somebody mentioning something along that line, that certain serial number lots had more or less reactions. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, there's a number in the serial number.
Yeah, well,
They-
that lets you know what the contents are. So I'm just throwing that wrench in there. So basically, it's like when you go in there and get it unknown. If you're a member of a trial group, you don't know if you're getting the placebo or if you're getting the medicine that they're giving the trial on. They don't tell the receiver that. It's only
Exactly.
after the fact.
Yep.
Okay. So I think that on a grand scale, that might be going on right now too.
Yes.
The thing that I can't wrap my head around is what was the intent of developing it? What came first, the treatment or the condition?
See,
Well-
I've heard the treatments for this particular whatever has been around for about 4 years. They've been prepared because of the icky stuff that had gone on before that, the one with the swine flu and that.
Mm-hmm.
No, and like the
Sorry.
paper that came out here in Wisconsin actually says right out that they're lying about the numbers, that our government is, and so is the media, that they're all in cahoots on it. And that came right out in a newspaper put out here in Wisconsin. It's called On Wisconsin Outdoors. They put it in a free outdoor newspaper.
Hey, Heather.
That
Neck of the woods.
And then all these nurses and everything else that have been working in these hospitals all along that haven't even gotten it. Not that I don't mean the V. They've been supposedly working with all these patients, and
Never got sick.
none of them are having any ill effects from it.
Yeah.
So what would be the point of mandating some experimental something for something that has such a successful rate of survival?
Hi, Jeff, another.
It's all
Well, just like I said many, many times, reality is not what it appears to be.
that's true.
No matter if you're talking about the current subject or if you're talking about somebody's spiritual experiences and stuff relating to somebody else's spiritual, it is not the way it appears.
Yeah.
Just like I tell people all the time, you are not who you think you are.
Right.
We're each having
This
our
world-
own
this world is
individual
not what
reality
you
at the
think
same
it-
time.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't live
Well,
in the easiest place to live in,
Nope.
It sure made it tougher.
Heather and Jeff
Hey,
finally woke
hey.
up from their long nap.
Are they Are they going to come up so we can get 7 up here this time?
Hey,
on.
Robert.
Jeff and Heather, we need to hit the record.
Hey,
7.
Robert, that guy from
Whoops.
the facts about how to hunt today had a thing on there today that he put out. some of the actual photos that some cops had set up a little bit of a sting operation, set up some cameras in a grow area,
Uh-huh.
try to catch some people growing their weed.
Yeah.
And you'll have to
So you
see
didn't have to
what
leave.
covered the camera.
Oh, okay.
Facts
It
about
wasn't a
how to hunt.
bear.
Facts about how to hunt, right?
Yep. The
Got that.
facts about howtohunt.com on YouTube. He's also on Rumble, I believe.
The facts? Okay.
The facts
Oh,
about
okay.
howtohunt.com.
I got it. Cool. I got it.
Hmm.
He's got some other pictures too that he might put out.
I had to run to town today. That's why I had to get out of Heather and Jeff's. I went to town and got my chicken feed. It was like it looked like it was gonna rain. So I was like, I better get that out of my truck. Spent a lot of money today.
Hey, maybe one of those trees went down on a power line or something. You might be cutting trees after all.
I wish.
Hmm.
When the power goes off, we ain't got water.
No.
Nah,
I'll
you
see
guys
there.
know what happened to Robert. Come on now. What happened to Robert is we generated so much energy in there that he didn't have his GFI plugged in and he shorted out.
It did. It flickered real quick. But the Wi-Fi must have took a minute to kick back in. That's funny.
Oh, Pappy, what was it you said just last night? There was something so funny at the end of last night. I forgot what it was. Anybody remember near the end of the
Don't
night?
ask me, I'm old.
I remember. I hope that you'll poop okay or something like
That's
that.
it.
Oh, that's right.
I myself laughing because I hear you, buddy.
I still was thinking that frying pan song you had. Remember that frying pan story?
Did you look them up, Robert?
No. No.
It's Auntie Beatrice.
Auntie Beatrice.
It's
Yep.
Beatrice.
Auntie Beatrice.
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 Yeah. And then there's a guy that calls himself, well, what I always look up, I can't remember his name, as I look up the native weather report. And this
Yeah.
guy's just hilarious. He does a Squatch report, and then he talks about beaver and going out and finding pine boughs to make Christmas decorations, stuff like that. And his stories are just hilarious. Oh, and he does one at Mole Lake too.
I ain't heard that in a long time. Pine boughs. Wow.
Anna, you must know the Christmas song that they sing on the reservations, right?
I did when I was little.
Well, you know
I
that
don't
one.
remember anymore.
There's a little fat man in a funny red suit stuck in the smoke hole of my teepee. Yo ho ho! He thinks he's speaking Indian. You gotta look that up on YouTube. Stuck in the smoke hole, I think is the name of it.
Okay, I will.
It's about Santa Claus trying to deliver presents into a teepee, gets stuck in the smoke hole, and while he's stuck in the smoke hole, they're out there. They're skinning the reindeer and everything, and they're selling the sled. And
Oh no.
I was gonna say, who's passing the peace pipe?
I'm writing that down so I don't forget to look it up.
I can still remember the words to the Danish Scandinavia of Santa Lucia song that we have to sing every year. My daughter knows it. Actually, my daughter knows the Danish speech for being the queen. She always impressed me. She'd been the only person who in years knew the speech. But when I was a kid growing up and watching the girls that used to be queen, they knew that speech like it was fluent Danish coming out of their mouths and everything. And then times changed and nobody was growing up and being taught Danish anymore. was kind of weird.
Mm.
It's one of those things. It's like, wow, it's kind of sad. The whole club has shut down because nobody carried on the traditions and the members and stuff like that. So it's like, wow, never thought I'd see the day where you see something like that just kind of, it's gone. Nobody to continue it on. And yeah, it's a lot of cool traditions there.
What is Jeff doing down
Yeah.
Anybody
Tucker
get any weird Christmas traditions? Like whether it's dinners or anything?
there? No, I was like
I
you growing up.
started
though.
one.
I was like you, Gigi. We opened our presents the night before.
The old European way.
And then, we got older, then we waited till the next day.
Yep.
I started one before they started the ugly sweater one. It was ugly slippers.
Oh, that would be good.
Because you have your family get together, and some people take shoes off at people's houses or spend the
Yep.
night and everything. Family get togethers. And ugly slippers. So I found a pair of slippers that look like Dutch shoes that are made out of like some foamy fabric, but they look like there's tulips, all different colored tulips all over them. So I wore those. And then my sister-in-law to be made a pair of fuzzy slippers with eyeballs on them. She put some of those little shaky eyeballs on those slippers, and then put little hair bows on them.
And I put the link in chat for that song.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to see if I can find it before I hop out or whatever, or before we go off.
I still have a pair of Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. My daughter's slippers. And oh yeah, I've had numerous of those kind of funky slippers and stuff. Those are cool.
I had the Ducks from that duck hockey team.
Oh, Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, I had the Ducks one time, and then they would actually quack when I would walk.
If it quacks like a duck and walks like a duck,
Yep.
Yep,
It's a
and I
goose.
was pregnant, so I really looked like one.
We always have to have potato salad. And not a whole lot of people do potato salad for Thanksgiving or Christmas. But I couldn't stand any of the foods for those holidays. So I begged my mother to make potato salad. And so I started that. And now my kids have to have potato salad.
I like twice bakes. I got a good recipe.
Yeah, those are good too. But
I love them.
I like the scallop potatoes my mom used to make.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I tried to make them, and all I could end up with is a hot mess.
Yeah, I never made them. My kids were kind of picky with that.
Yeah. I know how to make it. I can make a good batch. I can make really good scalloped potatoes.
Yummy.
You got to use cream for the sauce. Never fail.
Philadelphia cream cheese in it too. You're making me hungry now. I made stew. I hadn't made a stew in so long because summertime. It's like I don't really want stew. Oh, it turned out so good. But although I'm a little disappointed because I grew like probably 100 carrots and I follow what it said in line. I got a bucket, got some sand, put my carrots in it. They lied. They do not stay fresh that way.
Oh no.
I started digging and I've had to throw so many out already. I'm like, I'm so disappointed. I don't know what I did wrong to do it. sand would do well. And I'm like, okay. I've never had a what do you guys call that? Cold cellar, pantry, I guess, where everybody puts their stuff for storage and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Like a root cellar.
yeah. So I was like, okay, well, this kind of corner of the basement's kind of cool. You know, I don't know, no idea, but it was still fun growing them. I just should have ate them.
Well, y'all, it's time for this old man to think about bed. It's pushing 1:30 here, so
Wow.
Yes,
Have a
Oh,
great
it is.
night.
y'all have a great night.
You too, bud.
Yeah.
You too, Pappy.
Thank you.
Thank
Let
you.
me run across
Good
some of
night,
you tomorrow.
everybody.
For
Thank
sure.
you for your message. Thank you.
Oh, good.
All right.
Love y'all.
Nothing better. Yeah, I better get out of here too. I got a brisket in the slow cooker still.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yummy.
Oh,
I have
I
leftover
am
stew,
now-
so I don't have to cook.
Settle down, boy. It's my supper time, not yours.
Oh,
dog
yeah, you
food.
got rain, don't you? Holy.
Yeah, it's raining like crazy.
Wow. I had a beautiful sunny day. I'm going to rub it in.
I did too. It was about 74 here today, and
Oh,
sunny and nice.
the perfect kind of day, and I wish it would stay like that all year long. I don't want to see
Yeah.
snow. But, nah.
This place is weird. It'll stop raining during the day. So when it stops, then I'll run and I'll transfer some wood back to get over here and fill up the porch.
Mhm.
And then I have something to eat. And then it starts to rain. I was like, every day, it's like the same thing.
I found it's been really rainy for the last couple of months myself.
Thank you, Anna. Love you. Thank you, Pappy. Love you.
Good night, everybody. God bless.
Good night, Anna. I go back to see my kids. I have to stop and see Anna.
Wish I could stop and see people, but I'm way too far away.
I know. I'm way down
Oh.
here where nobody is.
Although
Well,
the
pretty soon-
border's open now.
When my son moves down there, I'll have to go see Bonnie.
I
Yeah.
saw that on the news. Hubby had the news going. I'm like, oh, look at the border. Look at all the cars. I'm thinking to myself, I got one. Like, okay, so I've got one thingy done, whatever. I'm like, would they really stop me just because I haven't had a second one? Like, seriously? I
No.
wonder. Because I'm
I don't
going,
know.
yeah, come on. I can't see that happening. Oh, Mark B from Australia put a little tiny clip out today. And yeah, he walks into every store. He does not wear a mask. He does not click on the QR thingy, whatever. Although I must say, I haven't seen that around here. He just keeps doing his stuff, but he's also, of course, wearing his shirt where it says "Say No," and all I kept doing is everybody needs to say no, no. Stand up and say no.
Yep.
Yep. Nobody's got balls anymore. Everybody's used to their day to day. Somebody else will do it. Yep. Crazy stuff.
All right, I'm going to drop out of here. Thank you, Bonnie. Thanks for showing up, Gigi. That's cool.
No problem. No problem.
Missed you.
Yeah, I'm gonna
All right.
get. I might be back soon. Sooner.
All right. Love you guys.
Take care. Love you too.
You
Bless.
too. Take care.
Bye-bye.
I'm
Anna Maria,
almost all
you're
alone. Is there anything else new, Miss Bonnie?
I'm sorry. What?
Anything else new? If I missed anything exciting lately?
I don't think so. Working on getting the building out there to my mom's and selling my house and packing up and
You still thinking of doing the container, whatever it was, and
yeah,
all that, and designing it up and stuff? Yeah.
yeah. We had talked about moving this house, but We all agree it would take so much work to make it the way we want it to, and it would be just the same thing with that cabin. So we'll
Yeah.
just get the cabin and as we can add to it and
Right.
make it the way we want it to be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. True enough. True enough. Now, I don't know how the whole thing works, whatever, but what about buying something that's right near your mom? Is that a possibility to sell your house and buy something that's near her? Or you want to
I
be
don't
on the
know.
lot because you want to be closer?
Well, she wants it to stay in the family if possible. And so there's that. And then being closer, yeah, where I can just walk over or
Is she in
whatever.
an area where there's a lot of housing?
No,
No, so everybody's like far apart kind of thing.
yeah,
Gotcha.
pretty
Okay.
far apart.
Yeah.
Like, I think she has, I don't know how many acres she has. I'm thinking it's at least 5,
Nice.
but
Yeah, you can do a lot with that.
yeah.
For sure. For sure.
Yep. I heard, I don't know where it was. It could have been on here. Sometime somebody said to get you know how they raise the cows for dairy cows, and
Mhm.
they don't keep the bulls because they don't produce milk. So
Right.
they were like, so if you want to get a cow, get a dairy bull. And I'm like, I think I might check into that.
Oh, just to have on the land, you mean?
Yeah, to raise
Yeah.
for our beef, and we have
Yeah.
plenty of wild hog and deer, and but
Probably could be
having
a
a
smart
cow.
ass. Say turn into a vegan, then you wouldn't have to worry about it. I
I
just had cheese.
I have to have my meat. It's
Oh, I tell you, around here is like there's a place I go to, and it's a fresh farm place. I get fresh farm eggs, and I get my hamburger
mhm.
there, and I'm telling you, the difference from that to the supermarket, just in taste alone, is just.
Oh yeah.
And no, I guess it's 2 years ago now. It was before COVID happened. Then this guy was in the area going door to door, and this isn't door to door salesman isn't a huge thing like it used to be, but he was one of those places where they sold beef by large packages, like buying a cow and whatever else, right?
Hmm.
And he brought sample packages. He came in, did the whole chit chat, this and that. And of course, they're not going to really give you a free sample unless you're kind of serious, right? And we started really looking into it and the prices and the packages and what we got and whatever. We start really reading into it, and he left us the thing like we were like, okay, give us this. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna find somebody you can split it with and whatever else. All right. And we tried the package of the hamburger, the next day, whatever. I couldn't believe the difference. Like, unbelievable compared to what's sold in the supermarket.
Yep.
The amount of no grease, no water added, so to speak, just wow. But the price tag, I mean, yes, it's a good deal. But what they wanted to do basically is you needed 2 freezers to hold what they were going to ship to you all at one time, which was ridiculous. I kind of went,
Oh my
okay,
goodness.
so this is what you want, and this is what they're going to send you as your other stuff. I'm like, so we tried, anybody else want to do this? Everybody's like, no, phone the guy up. Said, yeah, sorry, this is a no go. As much as I would love to, but you're talking. This was like going to cost us, I think, $400 a month or something. And I'm like, I
Wow.
don't know what I spend on. Like my husband's just going. He gets right into hook, line, sinker with stuff. I'm like, okay, no, I know how much I spend on groceries and this now. I'm like, as much as I love this and whatever else, I'm like, this is ridiculous. We're gonna have meat coming at our. What are we gonna do with it all? It's gonna be way too much. Because I'm like, okay, think of how much this is. I said, we have to get another freezer. Oh, yeah, they'll rent us a freezer. Oh, yeah, so add to the cost. I'm like, no, this is just, it was like, this is getting bigger. It's like, you're starting out with a regular car. By the time you're done, you got some souped up Mustang,
Yes.
All you wanted was a car. I
It's
just
just-
want a little taste.
Yep.
But yeah, this place, White Feather, that's around the corner. It's only 20-minute drive, I think, and that's where we go for our bacon.
Yeah.
And it's $6, full actual pound. And, oh, it's good. I'm telling you, yum.
Yep. It's worth it.
Oh, so anyhow,
Well, then I think I'm gonna shut it down.
I was gonna say, let you go and
Yeah.
have yourself a good night. What are you up to tomorrow? Got running around to do?
I have to take my brother to the airport.
Oh,
And
right.
we gotta get up early for that, and then hopefully nothing after that.
So home in the afternoon kind of thing.
Maybe a nap. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll catch up with you soon.
I'm glad you came over.
No
I
problem.
was even saying I thought she would at least come and visit once in a while. And
I've just been
here
actually
you are.
busy. Yep. I've been actually getting some stuff done, and hubby and I actually had a real weekend for a change. Catch my drift.
Yeah.
So that's only,
Thank you,
been a
Vicky.
year.
Have a great
So,
night.
nice. Yeah. So love you. Have a good one.
You too. Love you. Come
Okay.
back.
Oh, yes.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Night, Victor. And anybody else that's left, Anna Marie. Good night, y'all.